Sorry I've kept you all waiting. Welcome everybody to another Monster Hunter stream. I hope you guys are doing well tonight. My name is Ristretto, and it's really good to be back here on Twitch, bringing you guys some Monster Hunter stuff. I hope you guys have all had a nice week and a nice weekend. You guys might be able to tell this jaw is a little bit bigger than usual. So anybody who didn't see my tweet or see my Discord message, I had to get a tooth pulled, which is pretty weird. Big jaw wrist, yeah, it's a deviant. Look out. Chiseled jawed wrist. It's probably a little more pronounced on the camera from that angle, but in any case, the swelling isn't too bad right now. It's been a few days since I had that tooth pulled. It was weird. It's weird having someone like rip out a piece of your body and just be like, yeah, cool, go home. Like, it's weird. But anyways, it's really nice to be back here on Twitch. I've been looking forward to playing some Monster Hunter for too many days now. So I hope you guys are doing well. I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys some beans here. I just got some fresh coffee in the mail. I haven't tried it yet. So this will be my first sip in a couple minutes here once it cools down a little bit. I guess let's go ahead and let's jump on over to the game itself. Feel free to let me know if there are any audio or visual issues. I did have some Windows updates go through, so maybe things could get weird. Alright, let's take a moment to say hello to you guys. Hello Parsec Mac, welcome to you. Welcome Chorito and 6th Quill. Hello Braxlap. I hope you guys like Ristretto. There's a new emote that was made by Uchi that you unlock just by following. It was brought to my attention by Ice-T over the weekend that we have 5 new emote slots that are just for following the stream. So we're going to fill that out with maybe a couple existing emotes. There are some favorites from Frankerface Z, BTTV. But then we're also going to be adding a few new ones as well. Mobile doesn't have it. Blame the Twitch developers, Fish Kebab. It's not my fault. Hello Hot Pocket and hello Tribe of Tom. Thank you guys for the well wishes while I was healing up. Let's see, who else is here? Really Devil Joe Police, I wish you luck with your tough event quest in Rise. I haven't actually taken a look at what it is yet, but I wish you luck. Kazuki, it was nice to get to hunt with you at all. It was fun to get to, even when I was sick, so thanks for hunting. Let's see. Who else is here? Arsendax is here. Welcome, Arsendax. Welcome, Incognito Man Gaming. He's probably lurking, but either way, welcome. Let's see here. Welcome, Vio. I don't know if I said hello to Biotech yet. Hello, Lord Castellian. I think that's everybody. I might not have said hello to Ninja Frog. Hey, Ninja Frog. But yeah, I hope you guys have had an okay couple days. Hey, Wiltings. Dude, that message is crazy. Spooky spider emerges. I can see that. It dropped down through the chat. Hey, Schmegel Eskimo. Welcome to you, too. That's crazy that works in chat. Hi, Martz. Welcome to you. How you doing tonight? Okay. So, tonight, we're going to pick up where we left off and do some more hub solos. We're going to work on collecting a few more weapons. I'm going to drink coffee at home for the first time in days. And we're just going to have a good time. I hope you guys are down for that. Thank you guys all so much for coming by tonight. Okay. Let's see. Let me get all these cables where they're supposed to be. Blech. Okay. Let's see here. I'm gonna change into a different set. We'll run over to the tavern and see what's what. You are welcome, Fish Kebab. It is a pleasure. I hope I don't sound or look like, I'm sure I'm sounding a little bit different because I got like a chubby jaw, but I don't know. What gen is Ristretto from? I mean, the answer to any version of Rathlos would be first gen. Sound fine? That's good. They removed your upper tone teeth? No, they ripped out my rare drop. They ripped out a Ristretto talon or a Ristretto fang. It's okay. It's still like a little bit swollen. I ate like my first real solid food today. I had a quesadilla and I had a regular turkey sandwich, and oh, it was so good eating regular food. I was eating like only soft food for a few days and it was just not the same. Hope they got something good out of it. I'm sure they will eventually, Uchi. Don't worry. They have a way. Medical expenses have a way of getting something good out of it. Thank you, appropriate music. All right, let's see here. Next up is going to be hunting in Uragan, and oh wow, we're really close to the end of 2-star. No, wait, we done Rathalos. I don't think we done Ignactor. Hello, Markabis. Welcome. I think we're gonna hunt Ignactor, Uragan, and then Rhinopolos and some Bolfongo. Let's start off with the Uragan. I'll let you guys pick my weapon for that. One is Village Elatrian in a while. It's at the end of High Rank Village. We're not at the end of High Rank Village yet. You were talking about it? You thought it was today? I wish. No, I'm just really excited about it. Hey, Jack McBride. Welcome. It's nice to see you. All right, let me get this weapon raffle rolling. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, Dragon on Fire. Sorry that happened. That sucks. It's no fun when stuff breaks. Wow, I just erased the wrong word in this title for the giveaway twice. I wrote choose Uragan's weapon for Rathalos and then choose Rist's Uragan for Rathalos. Here we go. Choose Rist's weapon for Uragan. That's how that works. Oh, it's good to be back. Hey, Jakes. Enjoy your lurk. I also didn't mean to start quite so late tonight. Like, I didn't mean to keep you guys waiting the whole week, but I also didn't mean to keep you waiting tonight. I was like, oh, I'll start at like 9:30 or 10. And I took a nap. Apparently a little more rest was needed before I could start streaming again. My nap went a little longer than anticipated. Does your ticket still work? Yes. The ticket doesn't, the ticket's still in there. I would say go ahead and type it in one more time just in case, Tribe of Tom. Also, a big shout out to Uchi. Uchi, thank you so much for drawing our new emote, Ristretto. I think we have a few more in the works from Uchi in the coming weeks. Weeks and months. Did it start at 9:30 your time? Okay, then we were right on time for Ninja Frog. We're all good then. We thought that the Ristretto and the Ristretto that went real well together. Started early your time? Okay, well at least it was good for some people. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and say last call for this weapon raffle for Uragan, which is gonna be our first hunt back in 3 Ultimate. If you couldn't tell, we're listening to the Try OST on YouTube, just because there's some good vibes in the Try OST. Thank you, Full Metal Dragon. Thanks for the sub. Yay, indeed. It is monster hunting time. Oh, whoops, I had the game muted for you guys. No, I don't. Guess it's a good thing we had the music coming through from YouTube. Otherwise it would have been muted. When you do multi-nights, what rank of 4U will you do them in? Probably G rank, Braxlap. But we'll be down to do content from any rank. We'll do multiplayer nights in this game too. I know that not many people will be able to join because not that many people have Wii U's, but we will do some multiplayer nights in this game soon. What variety of beans tonight? It is a blend. I'm normally sent single origin beans, but I'm sent some beans from a roaster downstate every couple weeks, and this time they sent me an espresso blend. That's pretty okay. But this is my first time having coffee at home in a couple days. I usually don't have coffee when I'm sick. I was pretty sick over the weekend and the beginning of this week, so I didn't have coffee at home for a few days. I didn't have coffee for a few days. I had my first coffee at work yesterday, but I didn't have any at home until just now. Feels cozy. Okay, let's see what we're going to use for this Oregon. Tribe of Tom. Good thing you checked that your ticket worked. What would you like me to use for an Oregon hunt?
This is beans.
Oh, that's the wrong way. Greatsword? All right. I forget. Do we have a water greatsword? We might. We also have a set that has focus on it. We do have a water greatsword. It doesn't have the most raw. Oh wait, they're both water greatswords. Never mind. We're set. Our items are also a mess. That's okay. Will help me remember what I was using. We're out of potions and herbs. Good stuff, me. Here, let's head back to Moga Village for a minute here. All out of potions, all out of herbs. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. We have a good amount of Zenny now, which feels pretty good. It's always nice when you get to a point in the game where you've got enough Zenny where you can actually just buy stacks of potions and be like, it's okay. That didn't just jeopardize my whole Zenny situation. Okay, we had 16 herbs, I lied. Okay, potion, well done steak, paintball, double barbecue spit, whetstone herb, nullberry. I think we usually have one or two more items. I forgot we had a power charm. I need to start bringing it with us. We should start trying to get the armor charm too. Is your greatsword a greatsword? Yeah. Yep. This is the Nibblesnarf greatsword. I guess next time the Argosy comes through, we should try our best to make sure we get that armor charm. We're going to have to do some free hunting today. Starting to run low on points again. Alright, let's ask these guys to stay behind for this quest. Didn't fight Joe yet? Nope, we're still in low rank. Okay, we're all out of points. We did fight Devil Joe in Portable 3rd and 4 Ultimate recently, so I wouldn't blame you if you thought we did. Now, the Power Charm wasn't what we normally had with us. We normally have a couple other items. I kind of forget what they are, though. Man, you spend a few days away from Monster Hunter and all of a sudden it's just like, how did I play this game again? If I'm a little rusty today, so be it. Okay, what do we normally bring with us? If I can't remember, it's probably not that important. Uragam will need some cool drinks. Oh, it's probably pickaxes and bug nets. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay. Yep, that's what it is. Okay. Back to the hub. It is nice to be back here, getting to play some Monster Hunter with y'all. I am happy. Let's see if Uragan's in the same mood, or if he's down to be a jerk. All right. Almost done with 2-star hub. That feels good. Let's get it. Glad you're feeling better too, thanks. Yeah, it felt much better immediately once I had the tooth pulled, but before I had the tooth pulled, oh man, dude. I've had this happen, if you've watched a long time, you'll remember probably like a 1.5 to 2 years ago. I had like a tooth flare up and get really painful and I had to go like get work done on it. That was like 2 years ago. This was the same tooth, it was still being a jerk. So it was time for this tooth to go. Tooth pain's no good. Why doesn't mobile have Ristretto? I believe, so what Ristretto is we didn't get more regular emote slots. You can't use that emote everywhere on Twitch. We have a new type of emote slots unlocked now called follower emote slots, where just by following the channel, you have 5 more emotes that you can use in the chat. Now, we don't have 5 new ones yet. And I'm not sure which ones of our emotes are going to be follower emotes and which ones are going to be Twitch emotes you can use everywhere on Twitch when you sub. But we're going to add some more emotes in, and there are also ones that are going to be unlocked by cheering with bits. I didn't realize we had 3 slots for bit emotes as well, so we're going to add a couple designs for that slot as well. So I think at the end, we'll have, I think, like 15 altogether instead of just 5 or 7. How dare that tooth be a jerk? I don't know. I've asked myself that a lot. The bit ones are very interesting. In terms of like how you get them, or in terms of our idea for them, Uchi? Uchi and I talked out our emote strategy a day or 2 ago. You really do, Jack. I looked, it tells me how many people have already unlocked those. Only a few have unlocked the bit emotes, because, I mean, granted, cheering with bits it is nice of you guys, but a lot of that money goes to Twitch, so it's like, I feel like not that many people cheer with bits. The emotes for that one will be neat, but they will, I don't know, I feel like you'll be okay even if you don't get them. You thought about it some more, and it's pretty cool. I think so too. I'm really excited for the stuff that me and Uchi talked about. We still have one more idea we need to figure out. Okay, let's see. We're hunting Uragan. He's probably in his area, isn't he? This music will clash a bit with Uragan. That's okay. We'll probably listen to the Try soundtrack a little longer because it's cozy. Guessing you don't have them? We haven't added them yet. I'll let you guys know when they're all available. There's gonna be some stuff moving around with emotes over the next couple weeks as Uchi draws the emotes that we talked about. There's no timeline on that, by the way, Uchi. You don't need to rush at all. As Uchi draws some of the emotes, and as I swap around some of them from sub to follower and put in the bits ones, stuff will move around a little bit. They're still a work in progress, but Ristretto was part of the way done, and Uchi touched it up in a lovely way and made it look great for Twitch. This is a huge Uragan. Oh my goodness. Holy crap! He's huge! I'm like the size of his front leg! They're all big to you? The last Uragan we fought was nowhere near this big. Oops. Seriously? The last one we fought wasn't this big! Phrasing? I said 4 leg. Gone for a few days, dude. That's something that's kind of funny. Playing Monster Hunter this often, I think there are probably people who are much, much better at dipping in and out of Monster Hunter than I am, because I think I'm gone for a few days and I literally do feel really rusty. We'll see how I do tonight, but I don't anticipate playing overly well. Stop talking about how big Uragan is. I mean, just look at him back there, dude. Huge. I have nothing more to add to that. The weapon's elemental damage is good against him. Yeah, we have 20 water on this sword, which is better than nothing, but it's not going to do a lot against him. I don't know that we're going to manage to break his chin. We have to land a lot of level 3 charges on his chin to break it, I think, and to not bounce. I would need to kind of figure out a setup for that, and I don't think I'm going to. This is genuinely bizarre. What's bizarre? Oh, this music is so confusing. Sorry. We're listening to the Try soundtrack because I wanted some cheery intro music while the stream was warming up. And we could have switched back to the in-game music, but I'll just listen to the Try soundtrack since there's some music that's not actually in this game. Hey, I'm a person. It's good to see you. Welcome, welcome. So, our game is currently, we might see that the stream is streaming at 60 frames per second tonight. That is a gaffe. I didn't actually mean to start up with that, but we had transcoding and I was running late and I was like, whatever, we'll just stream at 60. I think that this game targets higher than 30 frames per second, even when I don't have the new 3DS boosts on. I think this game targeted new 60 frames per second out of the box, even without us tweaking anything. Because this game does seem to run a little smoother. And does seem to run a little bit closer to 60. And this is without me, like this isn't, like we can go and do bear spin. You can see Arzuros isn't going to spin. So I think that this game and For You both target 60, even though this game's a little more janky about it, clearly. I thought about this for a little while. Like I'd done a little bit of A/B testing and I kind of noticed it. But still cannot see the difference between 30 and 60 frames per second. That's okay. Count yourself lucky. Like, if you can't tell the difference between resolutions, can't tell the difference between frame rates, don't look into it. Just be like, I'm happy to play Monster Hunter, however Monster Hunter is. Count yourself one of the lucky ones. We're cursed. Anybody who can see the difference between those things, you're cursed with me. So yeah, maybe we'll start doing all of our streams at 60 frames per second for 3U. Oh, you knew? I mean, Uchi already knew that we were all cursed along with me, but I'm glad I can confirm it once again. That lovely bonk, level 3. That's pretty bad. To have the level 3 sharpness mod bounce. That's kind of interesting, Shadow upon the Tempest. It's interesting to be attuned to one and not the other. I can see and appreciate both. Strong Charge is cursed. Aw. I like Strong Charge. Yeah, I'm struggling to find any setups that I think would be safe for going for a level 3 on his chin, which is probably okay. I should probably start going for just more draw slashes on his legs and stomach. That'll get us the best. Thought Bracky was the flagship? Bracky is the flagship. Azure Rathalos is on the American cover art, but Brachydios is the flagship of this game. Ah, I was trying so hard to block that. Did not come up in time. It's a big box art story. Apparently how the box arts work as far as flagships is only in the motherland of Japan. Do you really get to decide what the flagship's gonna be? Hello, Sushi Prodigy. How am I? I'm doing okay. I had to take a few nights away from Twitch to heal up from having a tooth pulled, but I'm doing better now. No, that's true in your heart? Yeah, for whatever reason, that is true, Uchi. I mean, that's what Capcom says about it. That's what Capcom bases their flagship monsters off of, is like, well, whatever we put on the cover art here in Japan. Imagine releasing Monster Hunter Freedom 1. I don't actually want to talk about this that much tonight because we've talked about this ad nauseum over the past few months. But imagine being somebody in charge of the release process for Monster Hunter Freedom 1 and being like, yeah, let's just call it Rathalos as the flagship again, man. Like, dude, fire that guy. Get him out of here. Whoever that guy was. Probably Ryozo. I don't mean it. But, like, imagine being that person making that call. Whatever. Like, that's that guy. But in Japanese, I guess. Hire Uchi to make the cover art. Uchi already did, Marth. The first one was Red Rathian. Having a hard time tripping him on my own. Give me Lava Nugget. No, give me Lava Nugget. It was what? Always a Rathalos on the cover until Dose and Kushala? Correct. Mm-hmm. Yep, all of first generation had Rathalos of some kind on the cover. Monster Hunter 1 for the PlayStation 2 had all red Rathalos. Monster Hunter G had Azure Rathalos, both on the PS2 and on the Wii, when it was released on the Wii. And then Freedom has red Rathalos very clearly in the Japanese cover art. But then in the American cover, it's like weird and desaturated and edgy because America, and it kind of looks like silver, but it's the same photograph, so it's probably meant to be red. We don't know who made that call, though, Parsec. We don't know who made that call. No, I legit don't think it was Ryozo. I don't think I don't know what Ryozo did on the first few games. I believe they were still involved with Monster Hunter for the first few games, but I don't know what they did. Why isn't Silverlos on the cover art for one of the games? Because he is not a flagship. It would have made some semblance of sense if Freedom 1's flagship had been Silverlos. Because then at least you'd have one version of Rathalos as the flagship, but a different version. Instead, it's just like, oh yeah, ostensibly this is the same game as Monster Hunter 1. Don't mind the farm. Don't mind a brand new monster that's like the best fight in the game that has really cool new weapons and is integral to like the progression through the village. Like, don't mind that one. Let's not make that one the flagship. Just red Rathalos. Do you play Rise anymore? Not very often. I thought about it the other day, but I did not. I played a ton of Rise over the last like 6+ months, so I'm kind of just waiting for the PC version to come out at this point. I know the events look really cool though, so we might revisit it sometime soon. Like, there's still things I want to do in that game. It's not like I burnt out on it or I dislike it or anything, but it's just, I don't know, for the sake of the stream, I think a lot of folks are ready for me to move on to another game, because we'd watched a lot of Rise and I've done a lot of Rise gameplay, but I don't know. We'll definitely go back and play some more of that game on PC, and then we'll play it when Sunbreak comes out, of course. What returning monster would you like to see on the cover of a new Monster Hunter game if there couldn't be the actual flagship? Shogun Ceanataur. That would annoy me. It's less that I don't care. I wish they would do a better job of saying what the flagship was, and like kind of codify that it's not just whatever's on the cover art, and that it's like more like what's integral to the game. But whatever. My goal is for someday Garuga to be reinstated. Like, other people want their 4U HDs. I want my justice for Garuga. Hello, Demon Q. Welcome. It's good to see you. Shoot. Dude, he's a master of backing up past us like that. Riss in office passing Monster Hunter bills. I aspire to no such position. Before UHD shows up around your desk, gets thrown out, dude, just get a 3DS capture card. Why don't people do that? No, I'm joking. 4UHD would be really nice. Hi, Decentus, dude. Welcome. This week's been hectic for me too. I hope you're doing okay. Congrats. Best of luck with the move and getting used to everything like that. That sounds like a nice, well, hopefully a nice transition. Okay. More Uragan. I probably should have looked at his hit zones. I can't actually remember what the weakest cutting zone is. I know his stomach and tail are both okay though, so we're probably gonna go for those like we have been. I missed the roll. Angani, passing through, say hi and bye. Not looking at chat or any sounds to be extra safe. Hope you've been having a lovely time in 3U. Angani, it's so good to see you. I have been having a good time in 3U. I hope you've been doing well, as well. Don't know if you're listening at all, but cheers, thanks. I appreciate the sub and I appreciate the hi a lot too. I will make sure to venture into the Aang Discord shortly. Maybe not tonight, but tomorrow morning while I'm at work. Catch up. Oh yeah. If you folks haven't checked out Angani Giza for some reason, they are one of my absolute favorite Monster Hunter streamers. Please check them out. Angani plays Monster Hunter with no healing, which makes them have very different strategies and very different challenges with a lot of the games. It's super worth watching. Very unique. One of the I wish that I could learn Monster Hunter like they do on an average game playthrough. I feel like they learn and practice so much better than I do. So if you want to watch some truly, as Mark would say, some truly cerebral Monster Hunter play, go watch Angani's stream. And yes, Angani is 100% spoiler free for Sunbreak. So any details about the new Monster Hunter game? I might have spelled the name if they're still listening. Shit. Any details about new Monster Hunter game should not be posted around Angani. God damn, it's so hard. This is why we're not doing that this year. I don't want to feel responsible for folks' enjoyment of the new name. Oh god, yeah, I think they probably left already. I'll feel like such a jerk if I spoiled the name for them. Yeah, they're probably gone. Check out Angani's stream though. Be kind to them about spoilers. Be careful of yourself when you're over there. When I go and catch up with Angani tomorrow, I'm gonna have to be careful. Like I wasn't careful there. Ouch. I'm doing a poor job of hunting this Uragan, but then again, I don't feel like this is an amazing matchup. He doesn't really give a whole lot of openings for level 3s, at least I don't think. They said they were leaving, Marth, so hopefully they did. It's hard to remember they didn't even know the name. They told me when they watched the first trailer that they noped out before, they noped out when they saw Rathalos and had their partner be like, it's safe to come back in. I hope I didn't spoil it. I feel so bad. Yeah, that's so crazy to me. I respect that commitment to spoiler-free, but man, I'm so not doing that. I'm always like, even when last year when we were trying to keep the chat spoiler-free for folks, I was still a gremlin. I was still reading leaks and watching all the trailers and stuff like that. I can't help myself. I have no self-control about it. This year, we're just not trying to police other people because it's just a lot of work. It was pretty crazy fish. It made me happy. Anytime Monster Hunter gets some kind of validation like that, where it's just like given a prominent spot in a presentation, or you see that they've sold such and so many, or but there's just so many new fans, it makes me happy. Do they get spoiled on the release date? I don't think they know the release date either. I'm a person. They didn't watch any of the trailer. Excuse me. It's a good word for... It's a good word, Martz. I'll say that. It's a great word. How do they know when to buy it? I don't actually know. I don't know how they'll buy the expansion, but for now that doesn't matter. I think mods, their mods will probably help them out with that. Doesn't actually know the release window. Imagine running a... I mean, I'm sure... I bet someone told them. I bet that's a question that they were okay with. Maybe. I mean, maybe they're not, but I bet that's something that their mods could have told them. We don't know the release date, but we know the window for it. Imagine trying to run and plan a stream and not knowing, like, and knowing that you're gonna play the new game, but not knowing when the new game's gonna come out. Like, dude, I'd be so stressed out. Being mod for Aang must be hard work. I think it is. I think Steet and Derp do a really good job over there. Like, I would be such a crap mod over there if I mean, to be honest, I would be like a not great mod in a lot of streams, I'm sure, but I'd be such a crap mod over there because, like, I already gaff it and screw it up and, like, spoil things whenever almost whenever I'm talking to Angani. So I can't even imagine being a mod for them. And yeah, Aang is really stubborn. Is it weird that you can't taste any real difference between name brand soda and grocery store knockoff? I don't think so, Walking on the Sun. I think they're probably very subtly different, if that. This is not a particularly great Uragon fight. But you probably could have assumed that, knowing it was Greatsword. What quest was that, Hot Pocket? Four Horns? Gotcha. What happened to them with that quest? I haven't heard the story. It's like one of the hardest quests in Kingdom Hearts. Shit, dude. For some reason I thought it was gonna be safe. Not safe. That's okay. Put us conveniently right next to him for the mining. I'll take it. Oh, gosh darn it. Dude! At least we hit the strong charge. That's crazy, Hot Pocket. Did they progress further in the game? I guess since Sunbreak got announced, I don't think I've kept up super well with what Angani's been up to. It's been harder to. Because that sounds awful. I actually didn't do Four Horns in Freedom. We were going to. FPS was merciful and called it off for a Generations Hunt instead. Someday I'm gonna get the bug to go back to that game. It's gonna happen. It was Hub Four Horns? Gotcha. Is Rise front-loaded a ton of gathering quests like Generations did? No. Nope. It's a lot more like World. There's some, but very, very few. I'd say it's about a similar level to what's in World in terms of the gathering quests. Wow, that hitbox lasted. Jeez. Let's get out of this corner, how about? You salute Aang, me too. Someday when I grow up, I want to be good at Monster Hunter like Angami. Shoot. Hi, Frenchie. It's good to see you. We'll see. I think I've got more growing to do and hopefully getting better at Monster Hunter to do. How's the healing going? We have 3 potions left. No, I'm doing pretty good, Frenchie. I had my first, like, regular food today, and it was so good. I had a quesadilla with soup, and then I had just a regular sandwich. And the regular sandwich was so, I mean, it wasn't that good, to be honest with you, but it was nice to be able to eat a regular sandwich. I've been eating only soft food for like the whole week so far. Would I say I am the Ash Ketchum of Monster Hunter? I would not say I'm the anything of Monster Hunter. Do Freedom Unite Hammer Heroics runs and you will know the true nature of the Hunter. It sounds like it, I bet. I want to do more challenge runs like that. I feel like I always lay out a bunch of them and I never finish them. I need to do more. Granted, we do challenge runs kind of as we go through the games, but I want to do more challenge runs at the end of games. And I want to stick to them. Frenchie, I hope you've had a really good week. I'm getting there. Like, my jaw is still swollen and a little sore, but you can probably hear it and maybe see it. It's like a little weird. But I'm doing pretty good, all things considered. Nice solo, that sounds pretty cheap. Make sure it's one of the good ones that has the game key built in. Why don't you play it on Wii U? I actually have a Wii U, Zora P. I'm not playing on the Wii U because the Wii U doesn't run very well. It's got some lag and some input lag to it. But also because there just isn't much footage of the 3DS version out there. And so I want to play through and get some good 3DS footage recorded. Whoops. Gosh darn it, man. Don't strain yourself? I don't think I will. I was curious about that, but yesterday at work I talked quite a bit and I wasn't too tired or strained. If I made like a really big pog face, I might hurt my job. But I don't think that'll happen tonight. Have I seen Akuda play Freedom Unite? Older videos? Yeah, I think I have, Hot Pocket. If you want to link some in the Discord, I'd love to watch them again sometime. If you want to throw some in the Monster Hunter Clips and Vids channel in there. Freedom Unite Hammer is just like a joyous, joyous thing. I love the movement of it. The way you can delay the hits is really nice. It's so meaty and chunky and it does so much freaking damage. Too early. I legit might, Martz. If something too crazy happens, I legit might hurt myself. Like, yawning feels really bad right now. Yawning is like, I don't want to stretch. Like, I'm sure that, like, I'm sure that if I, like, pog real big, or if I took a big yawn, I'd be just fine. It's just, like, my jaw is quite stiff right now. Yeah, I hope you have fun with that solo. I figured. That was already referenced in my conversations in Martz. That sounds great, Brack Slap. That sounds like a nice way of adding a whole bunch of weakness exploit to your sets. Enjoy it. What part of the game are you at? You mentioned you had a far way to go before you got to G rank. It'll be a long time before I go back to 4U. But, so you've got your time, don't worry. But, there we go, finally. My goodness, this thing had a lot of HP. And I did not... I think I probably could have been more efficient with Greatsword. I lost my train of thought. Hey, Shadow upon the Tempest, it's good to see you. Ooh, bonk. What's up, Shadow upon the Tempest? What do I think of the gun? I like Uragan. He is not my least favorite Brute Wyvern. Like, I think that his moveset is like he has some challenging parts to his moveset where he's just kind of slow and big and he has a lot of bounce zones, and like he doesn't have the best hit zones, but I feel like playing around his moves and exploiting those hit zones to get trips for mining and to get trips for damage on the tail is pretty nice. I do not think he's as obnoxious as some other folks do. Can you speak with a lisp since you were gone for teeth reasons? This is my regular voice. I think my S's probably are a little bit lisped right now. I am out of healing. Ugh. Now it's stamina too. Oh no, and out of life. Like a row of dominoes. Yep, it happens. We should finish him off shortly. Not my finest quest, but that's okay. That's what warm-ups are all about, especially after a few days away. I said it earlier, but I do feel like generally quite rusty when I come back to playing Monster Hunter after having not for a few days. Do you need to differentiate your name color from Marth's? I didn't call you. Wait, what? I'm confused, Shadow upon the Tempest. What's up? You've been commenting since before you turned your capture card on? Did I already say hello to you? I didn't remember seeing your name. I apologize. I didn't mean to miss you. Your name is nowhere near the same color as Marth's on my screen. Marth's is yellow, you're blue. You're just laughing, don't worry about it. I'll blame it on the meds. Marth's is green on your screen, he's yellow on mine. Nice paintballs. Oh, I ruined it. No, I saw Braxlab. I didn't get a chance to reply to you, but I did read your message. That charm should be pretty nice for high rank and hub. Ugh. You know the sad part about this? Greatsword used to be like my go-to matchup on this guy in Portable Third when we were farming for like the cursed Uragan drops. I'm not colorblind. Twitch just doesn't always display the same color for you unless you manually set it, and even then sometimes it doesn't. Your name color is pink for me, Churrito. There we go. That was certainly an that was certainly a hub Urgon with Greatsword. Hi ProCow and Reapsies, welcome you guys. Perhaps playing optimal means that we were having the optimal amount of fun. If that's what makes it super fun for you, then yeah. Go right ahead. Plan for it. Well, that was our warm-up. Finished it. We're almost done with 2-star hub. I'm excited to see if there is a 3-star hub. I'm actually not sure if there is. I haven't looked. Can I publicly condemn underscores as the trash that they are? No, sorry, only ampersands. Maybe asterisks. I'm definitely memeing about that, by the way. All right. No, I don't think you should hate anybody or anything. I guess like those underscores. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do one of those small monster quests to get out of the way. What was an ampersand? I think the ampersand is the and sign. No, it's not a pound sign. That's a hashtag or a pound sign. Marks. I believe the ampersand is the and sign there. Yeah, this guy. Alright, we're gonna slay 15 Renopolis. It also says danger, which I'm intrigued about. Danger from what? I'll pack good equipment. Walk out in the sun gets it. Well, I thought it was. I mean, it's I don't know, it's a character. It depends on how you're using it. It's the number sign, it's the pound sign on a phone, it's a hashtag on the internet. English is screwed, dude. How many times in your lifetime have you ever written an ampersand? Direct? Pretty often. You mean like on paper? I do pretty often. I draw mine weird. I just draw them as like a loop, like a cursive E. But I do use them pretty often. I used to journal a lot though. I don't so much these days, but I used to like written journal in notebooks pretty frequently, and so I use that a lot for that reason. I've never drawn it. I guess I've drawn it. Well, I've only like drawn the actual shape a couple times because I find it hard to remember, which is funny. I write my version of the ampersand fairly frequently when I'm taking notes. Tanzia chips. We're gonna start bringing those. Yeah, me too, walking on the sun. I've fallen off of it in recent years, so I also don't handwrite things very often. I do a little bit of writing at work, taking down orders for coffee stuff over the phone, but my handwriting is not as nice as it used to be, I don't think. Okay, what do I want to use on Renopolos? Let's see. I think Longsword. Oh, such a good song. It's so nice to get to play Monster Hunter. I played a little bit of Monster Hunter with Kazuki when I was sick. Because there was one night where I was kind of feeling like I wanted to play video games. But for the most part, I watched a little bit of Cowboy Bebop, which I've been meaning to watch for a long time. I haven't finished it yet. I have like 4 or 5 more episodes. But I really rarely watch TV, and I watched a little bit of that while I was sick. But for the most part, I didn't play video games. I usually don't when I'm sick. I don't usually feel like it. All right, let's see what that danger is all about. Alright, Renopolos, huh? What are your thoughts on Cowboy Bebop so far? It's gorgeous. The art is really well drawn, and the music is really fun to watch, and the action scenes are quite well animated as well. I feel like I guess Evangelion's like this. Okay, for context, I've only watched like 3 anime. I've watched Samurai Champloo a long time ago. I've watched Evangelion more recently, several times over, and then I've watched a little bit of Cowboy Bebop now. To me, it feels like a lot more like you can see where there are episodes that are super plot development heavy, and ones that are more like just regular episodes. Some might call them filler. I'm not going to call them that. Which I don't particularly mind. It means it feels a little more like a regular show, and it doesn't feel as screwed and weird as Eva does. But I probably like Evangelion a little better still so far. It's just fun. It's a good show. I like it. Let's see. Isn't Cowboy Bebop the one with the really good English dub? I saw that. I still ended up listening and reading the sub because that's what my Netflix defaulted to. But I've heard the dub is supposed to be really good. Seeing that you haven't watched a lot of anime, are you more so into the chill stuff? My favorite anime so far has definitely been Evangelion, which I wouldn't necessarily describe as chill. I don't really watch a lot of anime. Like, I can acknowledge there's a lot out there I probably should watch, but I don't watch a lot of TV or movies in general. Like, I don't have time for them, and I also just don't, I usually tend to find myself watching YouTube videos about, like, hyper-specific nerdy things, more so than getting into TV. Movies specifically I have a really hard time with because I really don't like a lot of modern movie trappings and modern movie tropes and just a lot about modern movie filmmaking in general. Just kind of really turned off to that medium for the most part. It takes some really specific movies to get me to want to go and sit down for like 2 or 3 hours and watch one. TV, I feel similarly about, honestly. Like, just in general, I feel like traditional TV and movies are just kind of like, I'm really over almost everything they have to offer. I'd much rather watch something that's just like hyper specific to my interests. Granted, not everything on YouTube is like worth the time that it takes to watch it, but some is. And yeah, you can still upgrade. You can still upgrade. You can still recommend it to me, Frenchie. I'll take the recommendation. I think I'll slowly over the years watch some more anime. Right now, my thing I need to do is I need to watch more. I need to rewatch Evangelion so I can watch the last Rebuild movie that came out recently. You collect and watch movies from the early 2000s and older on VHS. Got like 70 tapes. That's awesome. I like old movies a lot more than new movies. Walking on the Sun. I enjoy older filmmaking and I enjoy just older films in general. And like, if folks in chat like modern movies, that's just fine. But man, you couldn't pay me at this point in time to go watch a Marvel movie. You couldn't pay me. I would just be like, no, I would rather not. Thank you. I did, Martz. Yeah, it was really good. Gotcha, Frenchie. But yeah, it was fun to watch the show. Also, I'd forgotten how quickly you can binge watch through a show on Netflix. Like, I know that's silly because of course you can, but when shows are like 20, 25 minutes long, like TV shows used to be, you can watch through like a huge season, even just like a handful of hours. If you have one night, you can watch most of the show. I watched like 2/3 at least of Cowboy Bebop in one night. I need to watch the final third. I've forgotten how nice and how easy it was to do that. Alright, how many am I supposed to kill? 8, 15. Okay, we're almost there. I wonder why it says danger on this quest. I also wonder why there are rocks here. Such a good song. I don't have any VHS left. I think I own like one DVD. Maybe 2 or 3. Glad I checked it out. It'd been on my list for a while because I really enjoyed Samurai Champloo. I need to rewatch Samurai Champloo. It's been like 6 or 7 years, I think, since I last watched it. If you count Avatar: The Last Airbender, which I don't think many people do, I've watched that recently and I really enjoyed that too. That is a good show, even if it's not an anime. Watch new stuff instead? Mythbusters is good fun. I have enjoyed some Mythbusters in the past. I mean, there was a point in time where I really just ate. I consumed tons of TV. There was a year where I watched like all of Dexter, all of Breaking Bad, all of Mad Men, and like all of How I Met Your Mother in like the same year. And like I think since then, maybe ever since then, I haven't watched as much TV. Studio Ghibli, you're missing out. I know. I'll watch it someday. That seems horrible. It was during high school, so it's like it's not like I had better things to do with my time. I mean, like, at the time, I enjoyed those shows. I still look back on some of those shows, and I really like them. Why did it go right to Black Loot? I don't want to listen to Black Loot. Black Loot's good, but it's not the mood I'm in tonight. 1 second here. Let me get up some more music for us to listen to. What's a game we don't listen to super frequently? Freeman Night OST? We can do that sometime. Hey, Weeb with Coffee, welcome back. Alright, we're here trying to hunt Rhinopolos. Did you do anything for Halloween? That was when I was in the most pain. I was in such bad shape Sunday night. I also don't really celebrate Halloween very much, so no, I did not. I hope you guys had a good time, a good safe time if you were celebrating Halloween. Yeah, before I had the tooth pulled, like the tooth flared up over the weekend because it always flares up over the weekend. I don't know freaking why, but every time I've had tooth problems, it's always happened over a weekend when all the dentists are closed. I don't know why dentists specifically are closed on weekends when like regular hospitals are not, but man, it was bad. I saw someone dress up as like the virus like ball walking on the sun. Closed on the weekends? I feel like dentists are, yeah. How goes it? Pretty well, Incognito. So I was in pretty rough shape. Like, I mean, I don't know. Tooth pain's pretty bad sometimes. It was like my whole jaw on this side was just on fire. Just on fire. Yeah, exactly, Parsec. It makes me so mad. I was really upset. What are you working on tonight, Incognito Man? I know you said an acronym for it earlier, but I wasn't sure what you were working on. Let me turn this up. It sounds like this album will be a little bit softer. Reducing patch size by only injecting the modified frames of the PMFs. I don't know what that means, but congrats. I understand the reducing patch size thing. Do I still have the Frontier playlist you sent me? I don't think so. Had to sell for doing so in Final Fantasy XIV. Let me take a look. The Fated Doctor. That looks nice. That game looks cool. I will probably never play it, but it looks cool. I'm glad that there is like an MMO. I'm glad there's an MMO that like is doing things that people enjoy that isn't also helmed by like, I mean, I'm sure Square Enix probably has their own issues, but isn't helmed by like a blatantly like pretty poor company like Activision Blizzard. I'm glad that there's like an MMO that people are like actively enjoying. It's not just like World of Warcraft again. Interesting incog. Was that the end of the quest? It was. Okay, cool. We're done. It's just heartening to like. I know that like MMOs as a whole are not doing amazingly as a genre. It's just neat to see an MMO do well. Like I'm happy for them, and I'm happy for all the people enjoying it. Seems like there's a unique kind of gameplay enabled by MMOs that people really can enjoy when it's set up the right way and monetized the right way, and there's a team working on it that wants to support it in the right way, and I think I'm glad there's an example of that. Outside of modern looter shooters like Destiny and Warframe. Makes me happy. Alright, that was a Renopolis quest. There was no danger to be had. Yeah, that company's in a lot of trouble, Braxlap. I don't have any affinity for any of their IP, really, so I don't care, but it's never great to, I mean, like, it's not great to see a company just making so many decisions that are just poor. It's not great. I'm hoping they get into better straits. I find it unlikely, but someday, I mean, I'm sure someday the pendulum will swing some way and they'll be a little less, a little less awful. We're talking about both Blizzard and Activision, Parsec, yeah. Okay, let's see. I think next we're gonna go ahead and do Ignactor. Oops. Diablo, that's the only one you care about. I've never played Diablo. I want to someday, because I know it's one of the greats. I guess now would probably be an okay time to check it out with that like Diablo 2 remaster that they just put out. It looks nice. I don't know if fans like it or not, but it looks like a cool game. I know it's like one of the PC gaming greats. There's a whole lot of games that are older PC games that I'd like to try someday, like System Shock and Deus Ex and just Thief and old PC games from like the 90s and early 2000s that were like super prolific. All right, let me go ahead and get a weapon raffle set up for this Ignactor. I don't know whenever I'm gonna do that, but someday. Half-Life? I've played a bit of Half-Life. I don't think I've made it all the way through, so yeah. Agreed, we with coffee. Welcome back, Nox. There's a whole list of reasons Walking on the Sun, but yeah, it boils down to the fact that, like, what MMO was well done. We're talking about Final Fantasy 14, Nox. It's not. I was saying it's nice to see an MMO done well by someone that's not Activision Blizzard and is like really beloved by players and is doing something new and good that people enjoy. Like it's just refreshing to see. In like a world where most MMOs just die out and flop really quickly at this point, it's nice to see one flourish while also not being run by like as ostensibly as a scumbag company as Activision Blizzard is. Like, I'm sure Square Enix has their like, they're a corporation. I'm sure that they have their their issues. But I'm glad they're doing something right there. What's up, Marth? Do you cut your own hair? No. It doesn't get cut very often. It gets cut, like once or twice a year, maybe. I went 5 years without having it cut once, and it was really gross. I think nowadays I'll probably have Annie cut it, because it just gets trimmed. Like, I don't have any drastic changes made when it gets cut. Sounds like some Star Wars music. It's not, but it sounds like it. Okay. Yep, like I said, if you want to choose my weapon for an Erector? Egnactor hunt, go ahead and type !ticket in the chat right now. And if you get your name pulled, you'll get to choose what we do. Yeah, this hair, I mean, I just like long hair on myself just personally, but also I like it because it's like not super maintenance heavy. I don't have to style it every day. I don't have to get it cut frequently to make sure it looks good. I'm not beholden to whatever like the current style trend is. It's just like, this is how I like my hair. It'll go in or out of style. If it does, I don't really care. It's not probably as stylish, just someone who's gonna like buzz half of their head and like style their hair all up or whatever, but that's not what I'm about, so I'm fine with it. I have no idea what this album is. This is the Monster Hunter Online OST, and I can link you to it. Nice Horizon Wave with hairline. Yeah, it's a regular-ish hairline. It's a little less pronounced. Right now I have my hair pulled back kind of at an angle. If I pull it back straight, it's like pretty equal. I've decided that if I start going bald, I'm just gonna keep the hair long. I don't care. I'm gonna be one of those dudes with a bizarre long hair bald. Like, I don't care. I'm riding it out. At least at this point in my life, I intend to ride this long hair out until I die. Start paying base now. Yep. I mean, one of those weird old dudes with just like half bald, long hair. That's the stereotype. Horizon Wave. Is there actually a name for this? I'm gonna get there with the beard. My goal someday is to be able to do like from Kill Bill. I forgot the master's name, but I want to be able to take my beard and throw it over my shoulder. That's my goal someday. Paimei, there you go. Thank you, Uchi. I appreciate it. Are you prepared for bald with goatee? If I went totally bald, I'd be pretty sad. I would be okay, I think. I wouldn't be that upset. It's just hair, but I'd probably still keep my facial hair if I could, if I was bald. Okay, let's see what we're gonna use for this Egnactor. I almost said Erector again. Schmeg Eskimo, what would you like me to use for Egnactor? What's it gonna be? It's not rigged. I feel like this like swollen cheek just makes me look like I'm always like smirking a little bit right now. It's kind of silly. Yep, what's it gonna be on a weapon pick, Mr. Schmeg? He's smirking. It does affect my speech a little bit. I'm not super pleased. I mean, it's nice that I can still talk and I can still work just fine. But I'll be really happy when this isn't swollen. Or it's still a little bit sore, but it's like, ugh, it's nothing compared to how it was over the weekend. Ever use braces? I had braces for years, yeah. This was way worse pain than anything with braces. Thanks, Parsec, for paying him. We'll give it just a moment longer, and then I'll go ahead and draw another person. It's kind of like one of the Monster Hunter preset faces, right? The constant smirk. It is, yeah. The dental work is always rough. I like to be blatantly honest with you guys. It's one of the few things in my adult life that I have like a really hard time making myself go do. I'm just irrationally freaked out about dental procedures and dentist offices and like them mess around in my mouth. Like it's one of the things where I have like a inbuilt like phobia of it, where it's like I rationally have a hard time making myself go and do dentist stuff. So that's part of why my teeth are bad. All right, let me go ahead and draw another person. This can be Mr. Marth's tip. Marth's tip, what would you like me to use for an Ignactor hunt? It's not irrational, it's terrifying. I mean, like, I'm aware that's kind of like all medical stuff is a little scary, but I'm probably more scared than I should be. I don't know. But you just called him on Discord? Shoot, sorry. Pick Gunlance for Schmeg. Romance, all right, let's do it. Gunlance is a nice pick for Ignactor. I can't honestly think of anything else in my adult life that makes me quite as scared as like dentist stuff, just to be brutally honest with you guys. I really don't like teeth. My teeth are also just screwed, where like I've had periods in my life where I've tried so damn hard to keep them like super clean and healthy, and they always end up with cavities. I'm just like cursed with like soft teeth or something. I don't know. It's bad. Oh well, I'm not gonna think about that right now. I've thought enough about freaking teeth this week. It's been a constant throbbing thought in my head this week, so I'm not gonna think about that anymore. We're gonna do the water gun lance here. Should be good. Can you tell me a horror story? Yeah. Me too, J Novice. Me too. This music's nice from Monster Hunter Online. I know it's not like a particularly like novel phobia. Like I know a lot of people are pretty scared of the dentist, but it's just like that's my one. Like I know some people are super scared of heights or whatever. Like my one is dentists. I'm still not a huge fan of heights either, even after years of working at height with rock climbing. Still not a big fan of that. But dentistry. And it's not about the dentists themselves. Like I know they're not like mean-spirited or anything. It's just like very subconscious, I guess. Okay. Let's go hunt Ignactor. You're still here, by the way. No worries, Ninja Frog. Cheers. I hope you are enjoying the new event. I didn't hear what monster it was, but it sounds tough, whatever it is. Folks are saying it's rolling them. We're hanging out in the volcano a lot tonight. Nibble gun lance? Mm-hmm. Yep. Why gun lance is so much fun. Gunlance is like a match made in heaven for Ignactor. I'm really pleased about this. This is what I probably would have picked for myself, taking on Ignactor. So I'm pleased. Thanks, Martz. Easy breaks. Yep. We have the water damage for when we're actually dealing cutting damage to him. It'll help out a little bit, and the cutting's okay. And then wide shelling for the rest of the time when he's like hardened up. Oh, dude, so good. It's a super buff up Apex Arzeros. Right, someone told me about this ahead of time because there were leaks. Nice. I hope it's fun. Someday I'm gonna really look really look forward to experiencing those tough events. I hope they're like almost all available at launch for PC. They probably won't be. They'll probably roll them out, but I will look forward to experiencing them on PC, I think. If I don't end up going back to the Switch version. There he is. Not the most tonally appropriate song so far for Ignactor, but maybe we'll get into some battle themes soon. Hey, perfect. Wow, that was almost optimal. We got a shell off and then we canceled. We got canceled from the Rector. All title updates and events released throughout November will be available on release. That's so hype. Dude, I'm so excited for PC. I'm so excited for PC. It's gonna run so much better than World does on this laptop. Where we heal. So far, this hub balance is really nice. I'm really pleased with it. The monsters hit a little harder, and they take a good chunk longer to kill. I really enjoy that. I forgot my herbs. Oh, no. Oops. Oh, that's the fire damage from the shell warmed up his back. That's so sick. Hey Confu, hey Wiltings, welcome back. Mystic Nectar, however you say it's so much better than Lavasiath. It is so much better than Lavasiath. I memed enough on that the other day, though. Youch. Need to heal. Oh no! Oh no. What is this cursed story? Oh my gosh. Marth, that's horrendous. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So you are no stranger to tooth pain. Oh. Fixing up a railway model. What kind of schoolwork is that, Wiltings? Oh, God, I hate teeth so much. I hate teeth so much. Like if they offered like a carbon fiber teeth replacement for all my teeth right now, I'd be like, just screw me up, dude. I'd go into debt for that. Get all these dumbass teeth out of my mouth. It's a cool move, Weed with Coffee. It's fun to play around and like get used to. Thesis for your master's degree in 3D modeling. That's sick. Props to you. Props to anybody who's struggling through school. I was hanging out with Annie as she said earlier. And dude, props to anybody who's struggling through school. School seems brutal. Oh, so close to being in safely. I don't remember the rash, but rashes are also pretty bad, Marks. Oh god. The rash story without context sounds so scary. But no, yeah, tooth pain is like some of the worst pain I've personally experienced. I'm sure there's pain that is as great or greater, but man, it's been the worst pain I've had in my life. The music for Monster Hunter Online is good. I'm excited about that new emote. I've been hearing about that recently, Matty Ice G, and it sounds like that, or Matty Ice MTG, excuse me, and that does sound like some pretty god-awful pain. Like, I'm sure there's, like, I guess, not to be a downer or bring up bad subjects or anything, but I'm sure there's all kinds of awful pain that one can experience. I've just been fortunate enough for the teeth's the worst I've had in my life. That Banabra just lived a charged wide shell. You are screwed, Banabra. I believe Uchi drew it to be silver, Mark. It's not azure, but it does look kind of agnostically blue. Me too, Marth. I'm also scared of that. I think many people would say that. I believe it's meant to be Silver Rathalos, but also to pair well with the orange of Maldian. So, I can understand their prerogative. I need to heal. Oh, jeez. Yep, me too, Matty SG. I don't wish pain on anybody. Even people who I'm like, even folks who I don't agree with, I still wouldn't wish them pain or hate on them. Ah! Dude, Ignactor is a fight that requires some focus. Thankfully, we have it on our armor set. I have no idea, Marth, and I don't want to know. Yeah, fighting Hyper Goldian is probably pretty good training for that, Marth, actually. Also, I wouldn't recommend Googling that, Marth. I think you might find some truly cursed things on the internet if you go too far down that rabbit hole. Hi, Hexend. Definitely not the world's greatest hunter here. But I'm happy to be back playing Monster Hunter. It's been a few days away. Ugh. That sounds like something you should ask Mr. SD Shepard, Marks. I think him and his chat would enjoy discussing that with you. Just seems like a topic right up his alley, personally, I think. You might even get like a good clip or a new emote out of it. Who knows? Yeah, definitely bring that up in Shepard's chat next time you're over there. Just don't mention I told him to. Still haven't gotten around to progressing in World. That's okay, Hexen. You got time. This music's good. I need to remember I have Tanzia chips with me now. Sure, Marths. I'm gonna stop talking about them, but yeah, sure. Ugh. That was supposed to be a roll. I love how many combos Gunlance has for different situations. Have you ever played Portable Third? Yep, we played through all of Portable Third on stream like a year and a half to 2 years ago now, which is kind of insane. That actually is really insane. Like, it's insane to me that there are things that weren't when I started streaming that were like 2 years ago now. But yes, we played through almost all of that game on stream. We've done pretty much everything there is to do in that game for the most part. It was a really fun game. It's one of my absolute favorites, and it's one of the ones I think I would consider, like, air quotes, retiring to someday. I think that'd be kind of cool, Marths. Whoa! Skosh Skull's raiding us. Welcome, Skosh Skull. How's it going? Thank you guys so much for the raid. Thank you so much. Y'all were also playing 3U? Dude, no way. What were y'all up to in 3U today? Doing amazing. How about myself? I'm doing pretty okay. I think as you mentioned to me on Twitter, or as you replied on Twitter to me, I had some tooth issues earlier this week. Today's my first day back on Twitch. I'm enjoying myself. Started playing it for the first time. You're loving it. This is also my first time through it. I've been playing it for about a month or so now. We're at the end of low rank. I've done all of Hub and Village. Just about all of Hub and Village in low rank. But it's been a fun game to play. I hope you enjoy more of your playthrough. That's awesome. Thanks so much for the raid. It's nice to get to see you here. Folks who are coming in with Skosh Skull, I'm Rist. I play through the games quite slowly and kind of thoroughly, in that we try and do all the quests in order, like as you unlock them. We try and play all the different weapons. We let chat pick the weapon I use a lot of the time, and we collect up a lot of gear for that reason. So we have a lot of different weapons and armor and stuff. Did you do No Hero Kuropeko tonight? That sounds hype. Yep, that's how we approach most of the Monster Hunter games at this point. I am revisiting World on the weekends right now, just to kind of get to play a little bit of it, because I don't have time to play through all of World at the moment. But for the most part, what I just described is how we play through each of the Monster Hunter games. I've played through some of them, but not every game in the series so far, so we're still working our way through for the first time on some of the entries. Did Kuropeko and ended on Barioth? Nice. Barioth's really fun in this game. Skosh Skull, I don't know if I know your main weapon. What weapon do you usually play most of the time, or do you also kind of fluctuate around between a few? Mostly play Glaive, but you've been dabbling into more weapons recently. I guess you'd have to in 3U. That's cool, though. Glaive is so much fun. It's nice that it hasn't changed all that much over the games. That's something I find really homey about Insect Glaive in, like, World and Rise. I mean, like, there have been additions, but the actual way you play it hasn't been drastically shifted like some other weapons have had happen to them. All right, we got him on the run. I still want to get the last few breaks on him. I don't know if we're going to manage it, but that's okay. We're going to do switch axe for 3U. Nice. Someday I want to do some single main playthroughs like that. I did something like that when I first started playing Monster Hunter, but for a while now I've been doing like multi-weapon playthroughs. I think it'll be fun to go through just using one weapon and seeing how individual games feel like that. We'll do that someday when I've played through all the games before. My first time through, I want to try and use as much of everything as I can. I've started like jokingly calling our streams slow runs, but that's like basically what you could call our streams. I try and use a little bit of everything. No quick reload on our switch axe or on our gun lance. I don't always want to. Depends on the combo. Ooh, don't cart. Uh-oh. Whew. I love that about old gun lance, is that you've got like a bunch of... Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Dude, this thing is gnarly. Very, very aggressive. You can vary up the combos in a lot of different ways depending on the situation you're in. Perfect. Whew. Yeah, we're just about done soloing our way through Low Rank Hub. We're not quite at the end of it. This is one of the last quests, I think, but I haven't seen if there's a 3-star. I know there's 1 and 2. We'll find out soon. We also do something where we pick out weapons that we think will be interesting to use, useful to use, or just are like kind of iconic for each game, and we build them into a giant list. And so sometimes we'll spend a week just collecting weapons up. These are all the weapons we've collected in 3U so far. So our stream has big periods of progression, big periods of challenges where we decide on a really tough quest to do a certain challenge, and other times where we spend a lot of time just collecting up weapons. It's fun. We have a lot of different stuff we do. All right, we need one of those back leg breaks, so let's try and get it. Multi-hits help us out. Oh, the Erector coming out at the worst time. The weapon list, yep. The Erector, dude, they're like comedic with their timing. Wow, seeing him sink down into lava like that was cool. Have you 100%ed a lot of the games in the past? I've never actually 100%ed any of the games. Like we'll do like 6+ months of a single game, but then we'll kind of switch it up from game to game some of the time. So we did almost 100% for you last year. Maybe not almost, but we've soloed through all of 4 Ultimate for the most part. There's still some 140s and some other things at the very end I still have to do. But we spent almost an entire year playing for you last year. We've done almost all of Portable Third, almost all of Freebie Night, almost all of Rise. Definitely fought all the monsters and collected a ton of weapons, and done all the quests, even if I haven't like done absolutely everything in the game or 100% of the guild card. Someday I want 100% of the guild card, probably in Portable Third. We occasionally do multiplayer nights, but it's for the most part single player here on this stream. The reason for that being is I'm trying to get better at the weapons through the series, and I find it a little bit harder to focus on like how I can be approaching a monster better when there's a bunch of other hunters running around. Same reason we don't usually have companions with us. Aw, didn't get the last 2 breaks. That's okay. Still a pretty good hunt. Still a pretty good hunt. Portable third, 100% run for retirement? Maybe so. Gunlance is too strong. It's a great matchup for this guy. Hey, Schmeg. Sorry, we drew you for the raffle. Mark's picked Gunlance in your stead. I really like Portable Third a lot. I don't really have a favorite one. There's just too many good things to like about each of the games that are like different from one another, but Portable Third is a real sweet spot, I think. Sorry I didn't do anything particularly romantic, Marks, with our Gunlance play. Tonight we are listening to the Monster Hunter Online OST. I don't listen to this soundtrack very often. Figured we'd give it a listen through. How long is it? We're on track 26? No, we're on track 14 out of 24. What'd we get? We got a light bowgun. What is that? Crossbow gun. Darn, I was hoping for God's Isle. Cheers, Skull. I really appreciate it. It's nice to see you here. I'll see you around. I hope the rest of your 3U streams are good fun. It's so far from what I can tell, it's a pretty nice game. Was Portable Third the first that showed the switch axe? Nope, that was Monster Hunter Tri. Hello, Nestor. All right, we have another small monster quest we gotta do, and then we'll be ready for our urgent. I'm excited for this urgent quest. This song's great. The J in his name is pronounced like a Y. Nessier? Really? Oh, I'm an idiot. Skull? So Skoy Skull. I didn't realize. I was aware it was supposed to be pronounced some type of different, but I didn't know it was Skoy Skull. I will pronounce it properly from now on. Thank you, Shadow Planet Tempest. I wish somebody had told me while he was here, but oh well. Also, do they go by he, him? I guess I should probably check on Twitter. No, you're good, Nestor. I was screwing up something else. You're just fine. You are just fine, Nestor. Wait, there's a badge for that? Where's the badge for that? If you enable it in BTTV? Oh, well, I gotta enable that. That sounds sick. No worries, Nestor. Thank you for being here. Thank you. This is a sick theme. All right. What was it? It was Renopoulos and Bofongo, I think. Well, thank you, Shadow. I'll be sure to call him Skoy Skull from here on out. I was aware it was pronounced some kind of funky, but I didn't know how to pronounce it. There you go. It's a Swedish word, so you usually don't correct people. It's all good. Cheers, Skoy. So, do you usually go by Skoy? That's cool. Hello, Hopco. Cool. Well, it's nice to properly meet you and know your name then. Cheers. BTTV integrated another plugin about 2 months ago. Very glad they picked it up. I will make sure to enable that and put in my badge. That's cool. I appreciate that. That's super helpful. Twitch in general has been super helpful with me getting used to just gender-neutral pronouns. It's been super easy through Twitch, I think, and a little bit of working with like gender-neutral coworkers. It's been super easy to get used to saying they, them as like a default, which is really nice. I appreciate that Twitch and meeting a live y'all has helped me with that. Is that badge just for streamers or for users in general? It sounds like as long as you have the plugin, Frankerface Z, Shadow Upon the Tempest, it sounds like there's an option you can enable in there, and it should display for anybody else who has the plugin. At least I'd hope it's available for anybody. That sounds super helpful for knowing people's pronouns in chat. Okay, what was I doing? I was gonna fight some Bullfongo. Let's do it with Hammer. I'll have to check it out, but in a day or two, I'll be able to tell you when I check it out. Okay, Bullfongos. How are our port and farm doing? They're ready for us to come back and pick them up. Let's go back to the village real quick and cycle the farm and stuff. Or actually, we can do that right here, can't we? Farm request. Yeah, we can do that right from here. I always forget that. Unfortunately, it's not something built into Twitch, Shadow. It should be. Fought that monster with longsword. Ignactor? That seems like a nice matchup because you won't bounce with your spirit attacks. Alright, we have no points to send things out right now. Oh, Bullfongo. Gotcha. Alright, slaying 20 of them is our next quest, and is it in the arena? It is in the land arena. This is cool. Classic arena small monster slaying quest. Very old school. Alright, I'm gonna go use the bathroom before this quest. I'll be right back, and we'll keep playing Monster Hunter. Oh, it is really nice to get to play some video games and hang out with y'all. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you guys in just a moment for some more 3 Ultimate. Be right back. Enjoy the Monster Hunter Online OST. Alright, I'm back. And I brought a cat to say hello. This is Longo. He's sleepy. He's a good cat. In case anyone wanted to see Longo the cat. He was saying hi to me while I was out there. You're sleepy, aren't you? He's too sleepy for the lights. You sleepy? You a rascal. He gets into a bunch of trouble. All the time. He's so large, dude. He's a large cat. I'm gonna go put him back out there and we'll start playing some more Monster Hunter, but I don't know. He was being super friendly, so I thought I'd bring him in here to say hi. This is the garbage cat. This is the garbage gremlin cat, yeah. He's sweet. He's happy right now. I wish I could let you stay in here, buddy. Heck it, maybe I will. Usually he causes issues. Yep, that was Lungo Entenboot. You can stay in here, bud, if you want. Maybe he'll leave. If I lock him in here, he'll cry, but maybe he'll hang out by our feet or something. Or maybe he'll just freaking leave. We'll see. I probably want to stay since my wife's already in bed. Cat? Yep, that was Lungo. I figured somebody would want to see him. Okay, let's play some Monster Hunter. Wilfongo slaying time. You used to have a larger cat, like an absolute unit of a cat. He's not, like, Lungo's not fat, he's just really long. His name is super applicable. We didn't actually pick his name because he is a larger, like, longer cat, but he's just super long. He was an angry boy. Sorry to hear that. Miss the big guy. Cats are great. You could have a cat bed cam. I know that'd be cute. I just couldn't stand having more stuff on the screen. I don't like having stuff on the screen. I got you, Arson Dax. Same as this guy then. Just a feral long boy. This guy's a stray. He's not feral, but he was super friendly even when we rescued him outside. All right, arena time. Bofongo arena with rocks. Oh God. I wonder what they give you in the gathering spots. We should find out. Just big, not really sure how to say it. I got you, Shadow. All good. There are some cats who just are like, I've seen cats who aren't necessarily fat, but they're just like huge cats. I follow a friend who has a Maine Coon on Instagram, and they're always posting that thing. It's just huge. It's just a gigantic cat. Do we get arena cards, or do we get actual Bofongo cards? Cool, I want the Bofongo parts. We don't really have that many, I don't think. No, I probably wouldn't put my cats in costume smarts. Line up spinning golf swing on a Bofongo? I'll try. I see your message, Woo with coffee. Yeah, Maine Coons are really just fluffy. Oh, I screwed it up. I'm really bad at the timing of the golf swing in this game. It's subtly different to some of the other games I'm used to, and I always screw it up, or I often screw it pretty frequently. Got auto-modded? Yeah. It happens with the coffee. You're all good. Dang it, I screwed up again, but that was still a cool way to kill that thing. Catching it with a wide sweep there. After this, I'll let you guys pick my weapon for a double Wrath Urgent, which is going to be pretty fun. I'm excited for that quest. And we'll see if there's a 3-star hub or not. If there's not 3-star hub, we'll just start collecting for a while. Collect for a week or so, and then move on to high rank. We're making good progress. It's always fun after spending some time making good gear like we did in Low Rank Village, getting to use it in like Low Rank Hub and just blow through some ranks of quests. Oh, well, I didn't get the golf swing. They stole your sandwich once. They pulled on the tablecloth until the plate was close enough. That's a smart cat. Cats are pretty smart. It's nuts. We recently learned that Lungo knows how to open a cupboard and hide in the cupboard on his own. In addition to like getting into the pantry and getting into the trash can and just like all kinds of just, like what a rascal. What an absolute ruffian of a cat. My wife was like, you know, he just learned how to open the cupboard and get in. And I was like, what? No, he didn't. She was like, yeah. I watched him do it. I still haven't seen it, but I believe her. Cats are menaces. Little house goblins. We love our little fat house goblins, though. They add a lot of character to the house. You had cats that would go into cupboards? Ridiculous. He has street smarts? He does. He's way more feisty than Affogato. He knows a lot more of just like all the kinds of these crazy things he can do, or at least that like he's more able to mess with stuff around him because he's like he lived outside a lot longer as an adult cat than Affogato did as a kid. Freaking cats, dude. I had a coworker tell me recently that their cat knows how to eject a disc from her PS4. Which is amazing. And annoying, I'm sure. You'd be so mad? Me too! You're playing the game, the cat's like, I want food. It walks up and just, boop, ejects your disc. Dang it, I'm really bad at the timing on that. Really, really bad. Oh no, they took my golf, they took my spinning golf swing tooth. God darn it. What am I gonna do now? That was 5 hits and I still didn't get it. What the hell is happening? Yeah, the guild's compensating us. Don't worry, Blitzobs. I can't get the golf swing to come out. I'm just bad. Wait, Tusk. You can get Tusks. I didn't realize that. I'm pissed at myself. I never once landed the golf swing before. I have to ask, I swear. What is happening? That was 5! I'm so confused. What's going on? That was 5 hits of the spin and I still didn't get the golf swing to come out. I'm so confused. I'm staggered. What is happening? Is there such a thing as being too late for the golf swing? I know you can spin out, but like, I'm terrified right now. This song is really nice. No golf swing for you. I'm sad. Well, that's all of 2-star. It says we're going to unlock some more quests in 2-star hub here, but first we have an urgent quest, which is Double Trouble. Hunt a Rathalos and a Rathian. Why don't you guys pick my weapon for that? Yep. We've got an urgent to do. Picked up GU a few days ago. Gotta say, Valor super fun to play with. I have yet to really play with it. I played a little bit of GU, but it was still pretty early into me playing Monster Hunter, so I never learned how to use Valor. Alright, if you want to choose my weapon for double wraths, go ahead and type !ticket in the chat. Man, I'm staggered. I couldn't do the golf swing. Sag. Do I play Xenoblade Chronicles? I haven't played the original. I played a good chunk of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I haven't finished either of them. The music from them is really good. This kind of reminds me of it, if that's what you're wondering about. Here, back. I'm gonna see if Longo's even in here. I don't think he even stayed in here, the little stinker. Is this the theme of the Airwhale? I have no idea what this theme is. I don't know any of the monsters from Monster Hunter Online anyways. Man, I was gonna let him stay in here with me and he left. What a little jerk. Oh well, he has a bed he likes in it. Yep, like I said, if you want to pick my weapon for a double Wraths Urgent in the hub, go ahead and type !ticket in the chat. Yeah, 2-star says it still has some quests there yet to unlock, so maybe we'll unlock them with this Urgent, or maybe we'll unlock them as we progress through High Rank Village. We'll see. Also still haven't managed to get any event quests. Let me go download them if I haven't already. That's weird. Oh, the Shocklock is hanging out in your bedroom. I didn't realize. There's online stuff you wish you experienced. To me, that game looks a little too far out, but I never tried it, so who knows? Let's try and connect on here and see if we can get some of the event quests. Not much footage of online. I remember back when it was live, I caught somebody streaming it on here. On Twitch a few times. I know there were folks who tried their best to play it when it was like there were folks in the Monster Hunter community who tried their best to play it when it was still available. I thought I already downloaded everything. Let me double check here. Nice incognito. Nope, I don't have any event quests. That's weird. Okay, well, I think maybe I downloaded them and in the process of transferring back and forth to the Wii U, maybe it cleared them or something. That's obnoxious. We'll do the DLC sometime soon. I'm gonna go ahead and say last call. If you want to choose my weapon for a double Wrath Urgent in the hub, go ahead and type !ticket in the chat. Hello, FPS. How's it going? Welcome. It's good to see you. It is I, Ristretto. Back and about to do a nice 2-star hub urgent. Alright, let's see what we're going to use here for that quest. Fish kebab. What would you like me to use for this next quest? Didn't you just re-download the quests though? I didn't enter boot. I loaded up the DLC menu and it said something about the quests, and so I thought maybe it like re-found them on my SD card. But nope, I didn't go through and re-download them all because it would take a while. Hammer and do the golf swing correctly. I'll try. Dude, I'm mystified. I'm freaking out. Thank you for the hammer pick. I kind of figured someone was going to pick hammer. This should be a fun matchup. Alright, double trouble. Veteran hunters know that tracking a Rathalos and a Rathian isn't a job, it's an adventure, and during mating season, it's suicide. The slightest slip could kill. Are you up for the challenge? From the head of the island guard. You won the raffle a couple times ago, Schmeg, yeah. Sorry. Got so caught up in Animal Crossing. I hope you're having a great time, buddy. It has me tempted to retry playing that game. Alright, here we go. 2-star urgent. Here we go. Alright, there's one nearby here already. Let's see which one it is. Mart still picked Gunlance for you in your stead, Schmeg, when you didn't get that weapon raffle. Oh, what is this? It loaded up a random stream of somebody playing Genshin Impact. YouTube, what the hell? I don't want to watch Genshin Impact. Sometimes YouTube gets it so rare. Sometimes YouTube gets it so right. Sometimes YouTube gets it so wrong. Wrong. All right, so if they weren't here in 5, that means they gotta be in 3 or 1. Let's go 3. Or it might be flying in right here. It's Rathian, she's flying in. Perfect. Worthwhile trade, I think. Shoot, I don't want to dung bomb her, but now that I have dung bombs with me. Oh well. It is Martz, yep, we're listening to Frontier now. That's just kind of the mood I'm in tonight, is to listen to some music we haven't listened to in a while. We listened to the other OSTs quite a bit recently, so I'm okay with this. I don't know who that got the head hit on, I guess maybe the Athena? Alright, she's leaving, as you would expect, I guess. Oops. Yep, this is the G-Rank Snowy Mountain theme from Frontier. Could be to our min. I could have cut that down by one hit. That might have worked. Or better, at least. There we go. So weird. Hammer's so much fun. Do it again? Getting pinned a lot tonight. Oh, cool. The pin failed. The pins fail frequently in this game. I'm not really sure why they do that. They just do sometimes. That was really weird behavior. Oh, Rathalos is here. That might be why she was doing that. Alright, well. This is for you, chat. We're not leaving. We're not going to purposely dung bomb them. I'll dung bomb them if I get pinned. But outside of that, I'm not going to dung bomb. Careful about stun here. There's the golf swing. Didn't quite hit the head, but... Ouch. Alright, here's the spaghetti. We're just getting run over. She must be tired. She's taunted twice now. Taunt over. Yeah, she's tired out. And she's leaving. Let's make sure we paintball him. She's headed up to 8 already. Wow. Didn't realize that's where she went to eat. Okay. This is one of the mini Laviente parts. Yeah, Berserk Laviente Phase 5. Frontier is nutty. Someday we're gonna all really enjoy getting to play that game, I hope. Then I'll be able to tell you the difference between Phase 4 and Phase 5 of Berserk Laviente. Well, the goal is for it to be feature complete before that we get the chance to fish. We'll see if that actually ends up being the case, though. No comment? Yeah, me too. Shoot, gosh darn it. Dumb pins. Oh, she's leaving, okay. Where's she off to? He's coming here. She's going to 7, it looks like. Sweet. Still more interesting than world pins. I'll take world pins over this. I'll take any kind of pin where I don't need to mash. Mashing is the worst. I also don't think do you have dung bombs is any more interesting than do you have slinger pod. Or like, can you press the X button? All pins so far are bad. Do you have wire bug is more interesting than any of those. Can you press the X button? Sorry, can you press the dodge button? Different button. I'm talking PS4 pad on World. I'm sorry, Marth. World pins you can just get out of by pressing X. You'll just roll out of them before the monster attacks you. It might be different in higher master rank, but in low rank especially, you can literally just like roll out of the pin before the monster ever finishes its attack animation. Well, yeah, they are more urgent and more threatening, Shadow, which is okay. I'd be all right with them with pins being threatening with wire bugs, and I would argue that the wire bug pins are. And like, there aren't really proper wire bug pins. I'm talking about the wire bug combos, where like a monster does a combo, unless you have a wire bug. That's the equivalent of pins that's in Rise. And I think that that's more interesting because the wire bugs are a common resource that your other moves pull from, your other resources pull from. And those combos are much more interesting than just the monster jumps on you and you must mash. I think it's truly the best implementation of like a pin, air quotes, that we've got. Yeah, absolutely World's pins where you can almost always roll out of it are absolutely not particularly urgent, urgent feeling. Ouch. That's a good way of looking at it. That's the way I look at it personally. I'm trying to compare those systems in terms of like, what are the choices for the player to do? Old pins, it's you mash or you get hit. Like either you mash fast enough, you have a dung bomb, or you get hit. Mashing is something that I wish was like just barred from game design. Like I wish it died like the Mario 64 spin the stick with your palm. It should have died then. Mashing is awful in every game. Sorry, arm wrestlers. It's just bad. I don't want to destroy my controller. It's just bad. Mashing should die. This song's really good. That feels like a controller problem. When the controller is your freaking handheld and you, like, dude, when your handheld breaks and you can't fit, like, your entire system is screwed because you were mashing out of pins for hours in 4 Ultimate because certain G-rank monsters love to spam their freaking pins. Like, no, that's not cool. And do you have item is not a really interesting bit of counterpoint to that. Like, you mash or you have an item in your inventory, but that's not really interesting. Do you have to mash in the older games? The faster you mash, the faster the meter goes down for the pins, yeah. Sorry, I'm heated about that because I really think mashing is a poor game design. Poor bit of game design. And also just that, I mean, obviously console should stand up to that, but some of them don't. If I busted my 3DS because I was mashing on it too hard, I'd be really upset. This 3DS is like, I can't replace it. I mean, I could still ship it to Germany and have the dudes work on it, but I don't want to do that. So that's how I look at it. I'm trying to look at it objectively from like what options does the player have in these different pin scenarios, and I think that Rises are much more interesting and much more varied too. Yeah, I got you. Like, I get having to like have the item and be prepared, but like once you do, it's not very interesting. It's just a single, like often you can get to the dung bomb with a lot of pins before the monster ever starts attacking you. Like Desert Saltus Queen, the monster that spams G-rank pins in 4 Ultimate, has such a long pin animation. It's like 4 seconds, 5 seconds before it actually starts attacking you during the pin, that you will always be able to get to your dung bomb in time. It's not even vaguely a threat, and it throws it out constantly. And it's like that particular fight, and a little bit of Savage Devil Joe, but like at least there you have to like try and get your dung bomb in time before it hurts you. With Saltus Queen, it was like, this is a dumb system. It's awful. With Try, you can usually get away with a leisurely stick wiggle during the Rathalos pins. I should try not using the buttons more often and see how much just stick wiggling. But even the stick wiggling, it's like you don't want to do that too violently or too much. I don't know. Anything that encourages you to like frantically spaz your controls out on your console, I think is pretty bad. You walled to him? I believe it, Fish. If you didn't have Dung Bomb, something like that would be impossible, which is really crap. Yeah, I mean, it's just poor game design, Shadow upon the Tempest, like in that particular instance. But that was what convinced me that system of pins was fundamentally flawed, was something like Savage Devil Joe or Desert Saltus Queen in G rank of 4U. That's what really solidified it for me. It's like, this is not an interesting or good system. I want to experience what World's pins are like in high and G rank, because I can't remember. But in low rank, they're less offensive than 4th gen and earlier, but they're not as interesting. Rises, I think, are both not as obnoxious with the mashing and more interesting. Drawing from the central resource and all that. Don't find them much different. It's more so, I mean, like, I know that it's the same concept of the monster putting the player in a state of disadvantage and the player having to respond. It's just like how, like, your choices for dealing with it are similar. You can mash in the old game, you can't mash in Rise, and you can't mash in World, or you can have item like a Slinger Pod. In World especially, it's like you can have an item like a Slinger Pod, or you can just roll. Like, it's just there's not much interesting to do there because the stakes are so low. In Rise, at least, it's like, do you have this resource that other things in combat pull for? When a monster has a pin or a combo like that, you sometimes will leave a wire bug free, or you have to learn to be really careful around them. Oh, between low rank, high rank, master rank, and World, I got you. Yeah. Sorry to go on about this for so long. It's something that I've thought about for a little bit. I might actually, like, it's part of why I think wire bugs are so interesting in Rise. There we go, got her down. All right, I am gonna dung bomb him now so I can carve her. That's something I'm gonna do. Hey, Mechazilla. The frames died for that flinch. Did they drop or something? They didn't drop on my end, I don't think. Maybe the 3DS end. Oh, I'm so bad. Oh my gosh. His aim is better than mine. Ah! That was supposed to be a roll. Got him. Okay. this kind of discussion is why a big part of why you like the stream. Oh, well, cheers, thanks. And I don't, like, while I'm talking about that, it's okay if you prefer one of the different ones. Like, if you prefer old pins, that's fine. I get it. Like, that one, like, once you learn to bring dung bombs, that one's probably the best because you don't have to wait for the long animations of world, and you don't have to have it, like, be in... I think that Rise has some of the more, like, dire situations that you could put into pins. So when you get put into, like, Magdamalo's combo or one other monster's combos where you really need a wire bug to wire fall out, that's a lot more dire, I feel like, than pins are in any of the other games. So I think that, like, old world pins in 3rd and 4th gen are the easiest to ignore when they're not spammed. So I can see why you wouldn't have an issue with them. I think, like, I didn't really get that bothered by them until I got to G rank 4U and got them spammed on me and went, yo, this is a bad system. And now any pin kind of bothers me, to be honest. Oh, the Safi pin is pretty bad. Yeah. So I hadn't even remembered something like that. That would be probably a footnote if I was going to write about this. Ouch. I like this ambient music we've got for our Rathalos hunt. Oh, sweet. He's tired. This will make our opening area on him quite nice. The cinematic part of it. Yeah, I get that, Martz. I feel like Modern Monster Hunter already has a lot of, like, stuff that's jammed in there just for the sake of cinematics, so they've got you covered somewhere, even if it isn't the pins. I'm okay with them removing the cinematic aspect of pins since they added it in a lot of other ways. I forgot that Washington could pin. Darn. Yeah, I mean, that's clearly the worst pin design of all, is like if you can't survive a pin in any way possible unless you have somebody there to help you, or if you have like max defense or something. Yeah, that's clearly the worst pin design in the series. But I think that, I don't know, that's my argument for why I think that Rise has the best, has the most interesting pin design so far. Even if it is sometimes more challenging, especially when you want to spam those big DPS wire bug buttons. Y'all are making a strong argument for me to, like, literally never do Leshen again. I did base Leshen, I never did Ancient Leshen. I still haven't truly decided if I'm going to do Behemoth or Leshen when I play through World again. I know some folks really like Behemoths and some folks don't. I have a grudge against it, even though I never fought it. A chip on my shoulder about it. Man, I'm really garbage at golf swings tonight. I'm aware, Martz. Aww. No, Martz, I don't feel like, the reason I feel like I want to experience that fight, especially solo, is because some people do like it, and it's something that's very unique in the series. I think I will find it gimmicky, and I think I will probably hold a grudge against it anyways, but I will probably end up at least trying it. If I really don't like it, I will probably just say, screw this, I don't care, because it's like, I don't know, I still can't believe they did that for World's finales. Like, they put in this dumb crossover monster, made it gimmicky, and they made the best armor in, like, the whole game, depending on it. I'm still so upset about it. I cannot do... Okay, something is wrong. I know it wasn't World's final monster, but it was the capstone for a lot of folks. And it was some of the very best armor. Like, I know some of the AT armor could rival it, but it was like the one-size-fits-all set that a lot of folks, like, everybody used. It was by far the best, like, the best armor for a lot of use cases in the entire game. and I hated it for that. The best armor in your game shouldn't come from some dumb other monster from another series. And that's just how I feel about it. If you liked it, if you liked Final Fantasy XIV, that's cool. If you're gonna make a strong, centralized set like that, make it something cool in Monster Hunter. Don't make it some dumb crossover monster. The fight's cool. I don't know that I'll enjoy the fight. I think the mechanics that other people are find cool because they're like lifted from an MMO into Monster Hunter will probably just frustrate me, but we'll see. I will try. I know that obviously I've got a big bias against it. I will try it, and I'll probably try to do it as unbiased as I can, which obviously will probably still have some bias in it, but like, I'll try it. In multi, it's fine. I'm going to be doing it solo. At least initially. Solo regular behemoth or extremeth? Regular behemoth initially. But whether I do extremeth at all depends on how I feel about regular behemoth. Which will, like, it's gonna happen a long way away from here. Like, I know we're playing World on the weekends right now. I do not anticipate trying behemoth in whatever those kind of streams are. Someday I will try behemoth. It's gonna be like a while from now, but I will. I hope by that time I'll be a little bit less, like, I'll hold a little bit less of a grudge about it. Have you ever never fought Behemoth? Nope, I'd already fallen off World by the time it came out. I probably won't want to flinch shot him, Brack, because that wasn't in the game when he first came out. What's a better way to replay 3U? Wii U or emulator? Probably an emulator. The Wii U version itself is pretty, like, it's very pretty looking, but it's pretty rough on the actual console. It has a lot of inbuilt input lag on Wii U, and a lot of mistimed frames. It does not run very well on the Wii U. I would recommend an emulator version of it. So you want to experience the pain of charges being everywhere? I just want to experience that fight how people experienced it. Just because I can go and get equipment or like techniques from G rank, which is what technically the clutch claw is. Like, it doesn't mean I'm gonna invalidate a bunch of high rank fights with that. Oh. Did you emulate the 3DS version? No. The Wii U CMU emulator is pretty well optimized. Citra, which is the 3DS emulator, is not well optimized. Neither of them, I think, have good online multiplayer support. The CMU one, you need to like rip a file off your actual Wii U in order to play online multiplayer on CMU. I don't know if Citra 3DS has, or Citra 3U has multiplayer like 4U and Generations do. Ouch. I don't know what's wrong with me. I cannot do golf swings tonight. Like, I've been having a little bit of issues in this game with the golf swings, but not as much as tonight. Tonight's crazy. Anyway, sorry to sound so negative about that. I still, like I said, I still hold a grudge about how they balanced that and how that was like one of the penultimate experiences in their big new Monster Hunter was something from a random other game. Like, it's just, it doesn't sit right with me. It still doesn't. So I'd be a negative Nancy these last handful of discussions. I don't know what the hell is wrong with me. I cannot goal swing. 2, 3, 4. .3DS doesn't have better emulators than Citra. That is the only 3DS emulator. It's not being actively developed right now, or at least not as much as other emulators. Weird. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. What the heck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This might be a bear spin. I'm not running it at 60 frames. I'm not running it with any of the new 3DS stuff. Fish. It will someday. It feels like a really small window in this game. I'm having a hard time. It doesn't do 7 spins. You get 4 or 5 spins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's right at 5 that you have to do it, but a lot of the time I'm getting the side spin to come out. You see a behemoth clear as a proving Monster Hunter fundamentals can overcome any BS that gets thrown in any game. You still think it's worthwhile to do? Like I said, we'll see. We'll see how I feel about it someday. It's also not really a Monster Hunter fight if you're up for that in the triad, I guess. Well, it's not really a Monster Hunter fight, but it also gives, like, I'm not going to use that armor, but it gave the best armor. Like, why would you give the best armor to something that's not even, like, really a Monster Hunter fight? I'm still so upset about it. Sorry to be this salty about that so many years later. It's dumb. It's really dumb to be that salty about something like that. Yeah, I was gonna say Marths just don't. Like I said, I'm sorry to be so negative about that. I think it's dumb that I'm so negative on that. I don't think ProCal likes Ancient Legend. I think they just did it because they're baller. That was right with the same timing I've been trying to do those golf swings. I'm so confused about that. That seems like genuinely an interesting fight design. I'm excited to see how I feel about that Blitz Ops when I get there. I also didn't fight Latrine. Is the motion value on golf swings that much bigger than the slam? Regulation. No, the slam is safer and easier. I'm just going for golf swings. I wouldn't even go for this many usually. I usually go for some because it's fun, but I wouldn't usually go for this many. I'm just having issues getting it to come out tonight, so I'm practicing it. Yeah, but the slam you can get out so much easier, Fish. Thank you for the information right in chat though. So the slam between the two hits does 91 motion. The golf swing itself, not even counting the spin hits, does 90. So it's very good. This is Frontier 215. This isn't Monster Hunter Frontier now. The online playlist right now. Felt good. Interesting. That traded right as he pinned us. What's that, Marks? Kultroth and her mantle. I don't know how I feel about Kultroth. I never fought the Master Rank version. Sorry it took so long, Braxlab. That's weird. Oh, underhated. I think you said underrated, Marks. Hey, that's fitting. There we go. Got him. That was our double Wrath Urgent with Hammer. Still took us a little while. Granted, we were working on those golf swings, but nice time. This hammer is great. Jupiter Sphere is so good. What's the description on this thing? A hammer fashioned after the tail of a Durambros. One good swing can fell even a massive tree. I don't know if this is not the weapon of choice I would bring to fell a tree, but I'm sure it could do it. I'm sure it could do it. Jupiter Sphere and Rise when? Dude, I hope we get Durambros. Durambros is genuinely a really cool monster. Imagine wire bugging up to hit his horns. Or his humps, rather. Alright. Let's see what unlocked for us after that quest. I'm excited. Got a spike. Got some marrow. That's cool. Good stuff. Pleased with that hunt. We are HR3 now. Earned the Copper Medal Award. Are we doing another weapon raffle? We'll probably do a cooldown hunt, Tribe of Tom, so we'll do one more, yeah. It has been fun to get to stream to you all again tonight. I'm so happy I get to come back and stream some more on Twitch. Okay, let's see, what did we unlock? Nice, you've now been authorized to accept high rank quests. That was all low rank hub. Aren't you excited? Gosh, I know I am. This is the part of the job I love. From now on, you'll be able to accept quests from this counter that are tougher than any you've undertaken before. But you need to keep a few points in mind when accepting high rank quests, so please pay attention. Some extremely dangerous beasts prowl the high rank hunting grounds, so bringing supplies into them can be tricky. That means we might not be able to deliver all your supply items at the beginning of a quest. Now we'll make every effort to get your undelivered supplies to you ASAP, but don't hold your breath. Another issue is that you almost always get dropped off in a different location than the base camp. You might get separated from the other hunters, or you might end up right next to the target monster. It's a bit of a crapshoot. We urge hunters not to set off on high rank quests unless they're completely prepared. I will remember that, and I will prepare. Yep, that was all of low rank hub. There's still a question mark there. Like we might unlock something eventually to do in low rank hub, but that's all of low rank hub and all of low rank village done in just over 100 hours. Cool. Just heard you hunted the Rathian and Rathalos. How about a toast for your success? Always figured you had potential, Nipper, but not this much potential. You're a regular hunting progeny, or is it prodigy? Whatever you are, the guild hereby recognizes you as an elite hunter. An official promotion calls for a toast. Down the hatch! But the rewards. You're gonna nab some top choice monster parts on these quests. Mark my words. Don't let the hunters get you down. Or don't let the dangers get you down. These quests are a one-way ticket to fame and fortune. Today's entry in your expert hunter journal. Fortune favors the bold, so let's get bold and find your fortune. We mean to ask, you met up with the uppity instructor yet? I hear he's living large after he started selling a cola of his own devising. Why am I playing dumb? I'm chug-a-lugging that stuff right now. Why not pay him a visit? He's such a savvy fella, he might even give you some freebies. I got mine. Cool. Hey, welcome to the arena counter. Oh, it's you. I've been waiting for you. No, it's not a personal call. I have a message for you. It's actually good news. You've been given permission to hunt stronger monsters on arena quests. The guild must really see something in you, huh? I guess I owe you an apology. I'm sorry I called you a rookie earlier. Whew, that wasn't so hard after all. See, sis, I am learning to mellow out. Anyway, I'm sure you'll be aiming for even higher level arena quests, right? Do it to it. We immediately have a pink Rathian Grudge Max, even though we've never seen one. And a Plesioth. Spoiled on Plesioth. Spoiled on pink Rathian. Oh my goodness. Spoiled on purple Ludroth. Lame. Who's my favorite hub manager? Burnagal, if that counts. I don't know about hub managers themselves. I guess the one in 4U is pretty good. You know, even the finest barbecue chef has an off day now and then. Heck, I used to grill up rare steaks by accident. Me too, man. When that happened, I just combined the rare steak with a catalyst to make a tasty dash juice. Yum. Aw, but you don't worry about that now. I'll grill your meat to perfection like I always do. So perfectly tasty. Thanks for the steak, man. Alright, so that was all of low rank. Let's go back to Moga Village, see if we found anything. See if we unlocked anything new there. Oh, we have something here. Uppity instructor. Ha! You just met the world's greatest businessman. The pleasure's all yours, I'm sure. I was a proud hunter once, stalking fearsome beasts, doing the 1-2 combo over and over just to stay alive. It's true, being poor stinks, and no one stunk more than I did. Those dark days of hunting, lots of danger for little pay, are over. I'm done with slurping up life's bitter dregs. After years of dabbling and brewing, my masterpiece, Master Cola, became a smash. So did the local version, Tansy and Ale. Took Tansy by storm, and now it's the hottest drink in the beverage biz. Hunters gulp it by the gallon. Here, I'll even give you some samples. That's flavor. Or that flavor, that's the taste of success. There's even more where that came from. Blah. Nice. Man, there's so much dialogue. I hear you're an elite hunter now. Ain't that a punch in the gut? Elite hunters are a rare thing, so let me give you a little something. It's an advanced armor sphere. That's a rare breed of armor sphere, you know. Oh, and now that you earned your stripes, I can craft high-rank armor. It's way better than that junk you've been using. You gotta bring me some quality monster parts before I can make it. Go get busy. Nothing unlocked by default. Good. Look who just walked in. The elite hunter. Not bad, friend. Not bad at all. Of course, now that you've joined the ranks of elite hunters, you better take a look the part. Am I right or what? Lucky for you, I's got some new stock. Take a look. I've got just the thing for you. What, Yokomo stuff? I think he's always had that, hasn't he? Maybe not. Either way, we gotta make the Yokomo stuff. We gotta buy it. Oh wait, this is Sky Casa and Land Casa. Ooh, that is high rank armor. He just sells it. It's not any good. At least he got sharpener on it. Oh, and he sells the high rank Lockback Shawl, which is still a transporter set. Interesting. We won't make any of those quite yet. I don't want to make any high rank armor before we actually start high rank, but neat. This song, I don't know if this song is in Free Me Nightmares. Maybe it is? I don't know if it is. I mean, I'm also from 4th gen, so I also associate this with like those 4th gen fights, Marths. I'm not sure if this fight's in Free Me Night. Yar, look what be, the elite hunter. It's a rare specimen who makes it that far. You be a skilled hunter fair and true. Let me give you a wee present to celebrate. Can't wait to see what you do next. Gar har har. Healthborn, thank you. Hey, I heard you're an elite hunter. I'm happy as heck for you, bud. I mean that. Seeing you succeed makes me want to succeed as well, so I'm going to make my family proud as heck. Haha. But yeah, why don't you take this, just as a token of appreciation for all your hard work. Pin tuna. Dude, everybody's giving me things. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun. Alright, is there a bunch more NPCs here? Nope. Okay. That was just hub stuff because we just finished hub. Cool. We're gonna go ahead and do an expedition to cool down here. Let me look at the forecast. Ooh. So Lagaiacris. I don't actually want to do a Lagaiacris this late at night. I'm pretty tired. We'll do a Kurapeko and whatever shows up after Kurapeko. So I'll let you guys pick my weapon for our cooldown expedition. Sorry I'm not in the mood to go for the laggy one. Alright. So, if you want to choose my weapon for an cooldown expedition, go ahead and type !ticket in the chat. And if your name gets pulled out, that means you get to use, you get to choose my weapon that I'm going to use on our expedition out to the Mogul Woods. That's exciting. We just finished off all low rank. I'm going to spend some time collecting weapons and then we'll move on. I'll probably make a starting high rank mixed set that's a low rank set we'll use for a while. That'll be my first mixed set in the game. So far we've just used full sets. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna start carrying dung bombs on my person. That's a weird way to phrase that. Okay. I think I'm gonna go get some water while we do this weapon raffle. My throat's feeling a little dry, and I should take care of my mouth. All right, I will be right back. We'll do some more 3 Ultimate. See you guys in just a moment. Alright, I'm back. I saw that Kapap marked as I walked away, and I also laughed. Kapap is way funnier sounding than Kappa. We need a new version of Kappa that's Kapap. I don't know what it's going to be. I also like the big jumping lunge punch that Marth was talking about from Blanganga. I think a Rajang with that move would be sick. Cuke. All of us have done Cuke at one point in time or another. I like that you can iframe it, Fish Kebab. I know he moves a lot with it, but both Blanganga and Rajang move around a lot already, so it's like, whatever. It's part of the fight, whether that moves in there or not. Tremor that doesn't punish you and can roll out the next attack? What are you talking about? Not the move where it's like he goes up and then slams down for the tremor. The move where he goes like and like hucks himself across the arena. Fish. Well, you're welcome for those minds of those moves. Yeah, the Giga Punch. The one where he like kind of he rears back and flies across the arena. That one's really cool. It's a cool move visually and it's fun to iframe. It does move around a lot. Do that again. I just did. There you go. You're welcome. All right. I'm going to go ahead and say last call. We only have a little bit more time for the stream here, so last call for that weapon raffle. If you want to choose my weapon for a cooldown expedition, go ahead and type !ticket in the chat. It moves the monster so much and you can't really do anything about it. Free Unite has very few of those types of moves, which is one reason it's great. Yeah, in 4th gen, I feel like it feels a little more of a drag following it around, but I don't know. I'm okay with that being part of the fight. Doesn't bother me that much. Please do a Rajang punch combo? What the? That one? I'm sure it looked dumb as hell. Alright, let's see what we're gonna use here. Alright, Fish Kebab, what would you like me to use for an expedition here? What's it gonna be? Hammer, more hammer. Okay, sure. Keep it rolling, man. Or spinning, as it were. Alright, we should empty out some items we're probably not going to use. I'm going to empty out Tansy Chips and Power Charm. I'll take the Power Charm, actually. Since I want to go to bed soon. Dung Bombs. We'll bring Antidotes. Mulberries. We should bring Mulberries. I think that's all I can really drop is the Tansy Chips. I want to leave enough space for gathering stuff. Okay. Let's eat and let's go. What thing's being bullied? We're hunting Kurapeko first, and then whatever else. I'll try and hunt one more monster after that. We'll probably try and do 2 monsters, as well as do some gathering. Out we go. Oh, I forgot to bring raw meat. I try and usually bring 10 raw meat to cook when we go on expeditions. I forgot this time. That's okay. I'm kind of short on time. We have like 20 minutes before I'd like to end stream. Is this high rank? No. We haven't unlocked that. We haven't done any high rank stuff yet. I think you have to progress into high rank and do some high rank quests to unlock high rank expeditions. Cheers, Arsendax. You rest well. See you around. Thanks for being here tonight. Oh, it's so nice to be back playing Monster Hunter. Like I don't play Monster Hunter much for leisure anymore because I just stream it so much. But it's like, especially when I am sick or I'm away for a few days, it's so nice to come back and play Monster Hunter. Have you ever been on a high rank free hunt? Yeah. My other file, I did a bit of high rank goes. I've fought Brachidios in this game before, but it's been a long time. It's been like 2 years, and I didn't do it that much. It was when I was still new to the series, or newer to the series. Kurapeko is probably more likely out here by the sea than back in Area 7. Maybe. I don't know. Kurapeko can kind of go all over. Moga Knight is so sweet looking. It's been a while since I've seen it. It'll be fun for me to see again. I remember the stars being really pretty. Never mind. There must be Moga Knight quests in GU. No burb. Never mind. There in fact are not? I specifically remember the stars. I guess I'm remembering the stars from this game then. Or maybe Portable Third? I remember the stars from some game in this map in the night. This map has a particularly beautiful night sky box. Did you ever play Try? It was actually the first Monster Hunter game I ever tried. I played it for like just 5 hours or so when I was like 13 and was like, I don't get the controls. I wanted this to be like Skyrim, and then returned it to GameStop. Which is funny now. I still have those saves on my Wii. There's two saves there on my on my original Try saves on the Wii. One is like 2 hours, and one's like 5 hours. One has like half an armor set, and one has the full hunter set. Neither of them have a slightly large monster. No, I'm remembering this map. Specifically this map. I've never seen the tower in this game. I'm like, really excited to. I know some of this game's hypest fights take place there. We're starting to get a little closer to some of the hype parts of this game, and it feels good. I know we're going to as I'm saying that, we're going to take another week or two and just do low rank fights that we've already done to make new gear, but oh well. Oops, misjudged that. Dumb Flintstones. We should be doing more Super Pounds. Ugh. Ugh. This is probably gonna whiff as well. Never mind. We take those. Oh, Kurapeko. I think more Monster Hunter weapons should have tipper mechanics, not unless they want to explain them. I don't think any weapon should have like really secret mechanics like that that aren't well documented, like the frickin' longsword and greatsword tipper stuff it does. Like those are neat. I don't particularly mind those. They just need to be like visually evident or more explained than they are currently. Poor Kurapeko. Bullied. Is there a shiny out here? I think there is, yeah, I see it. I see it blinking. If they were, would you be down for most weapons having them? No. I feel like it would only be for weapons where it would make sense for like the tip of it to deal more damage than the rest of the sword. Sword and shield, that would make any sense. Dual blades, that wouldn't make any sense. Stuff like lance or gun lance, maybe, that are stabbing, maybe insect wave. Maybe switch axe in some of its moves. I think they should be like any move like that, the more it's across all weapons, I think the less interesting it is. It's like counters. I want some weapons to have them and then for them to be like very evident and well explained. But I wouldn't want all the weapons to have one. Make it less interesting if every weapon suddenly had a tipper mechanic. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. That's what I'm comparing it to, Fish, is like, I wouldn't want any more like that unless they felt like actually properly explaining the darn thing. Shoot. Hunting Horn used to have a tipper mechanic, actually. It was called Second Gen KO. Second Gen KO only properly applied if you basically only hit the head hitbox and nothing else. So you had to tipper the head if you wanted it to properly KO. It made KOing certain monsters like Rajang basically impossible. Both Hammer and Hunting Horn had a mechanic like that, and, well, the mechanic worked like that in Second Gen. What do you think of this theme? I like it. I'm used to it from Freedom Night. Yep, just like what Hot Pocket's talking about there. Just like what Hot Pocket's talking about. That explains why you sucked at KOing Kudku. It's much more difficult to KO things in Freedom Night. Folks have no idea how good they have it nowadays with KO. No idea. Now if you hit anywhere even close to the head, it gives you the KO effect. Freedom Night, it was so hard. I think that was a lot more interesting. because KO is really, really powerful. Alright, we'll mine some stuff, we'll get some bugs, and then we'll go ahead and wait for the next monster. Hopefully we'll see it. Yeah, that's like a really small thing to complain about or bring up, but it's a pretty big difference for those blunt weapons after second gen. Third gen overhauls them in a huge way in terms of how head hits connect with heads. Then you have Dose. Freaking Dose, where there's KO in the game, but no KO effects. Just now, they'll keep hitting them. Maybe. I mean, like, that's those two things connected, by the way. No hit effects, and you needing to tipper the head hitbox. So you better hope you're tippering it. You have no visual feedback for it. Just get good. Get good at only hitting that part of the monster, and eventually they'll fall over. That's cursed? It is cursed. I want to try it someday. I haven't tried it before. So cursed. I love it. That's so Dose. If you pet the Poogie before you go out. Ooh, what's that? Is that Rathalos? Or Rathian? That's our next monster. Sick. Hello, Rathian. Nice. Could always use some more Rathian bits. Haven't made too much of our equipment yet. We just fought one, but I'm okay with that. Oh, dude, the wing bounce is brutal. Oh, too close. I was getting the Galston to come out, though. I'm getting better at it. I don't know why that's particularly throwing me off after this weekend so much. Stay on the ground. You were just hunting whatever's on the island? Yep. So in this game, there's a free hunt mechanic called Expeditions, or the Moga Woods. And it's how you earn points for the farm and for the fishing. As you come out here and you hunt monsters and you gather materials. Kill small monsters, kill large monsters. I believe 5 monsters can appear, but I don't think I've actually done a 5 monster one in low rank, because they take a while to appear sometimes. But we have defense down, we gotta be careful. So yeah, I went out and I hunted a Kurapeka, and then I wanted to hunt at least one more monster that showed up. Because we need points for the trading and the fishing. Or for the fishing and the farming. Oh gosh darn it. Also, you might think I'm crazy for eating this steak, but we have speed eating. I always forget this set has it. Darn bugs, they're the one who gave me the defense down. I think this is actually one of the better volcano themes, come to think of it. Oh. Yep. I feel the same way about wind pressure and trample damage, Hot Pocket. Wind pressure and trample damage do a really big part of where you're allowed to stand around a dangerous creature like one of these. They could probably take out the crazy damage on tail taunts from the rats, but stuff like the trample damage and the wind pressure really go a long way into making it so you can't just freely stand around this giant beast. It wasn't just freaking Rise that did that. There hasn't been a Tigrex that really felt like Freeman Knight Tigrex ever. Oops. Shoot. I should have expected that because she's hungry. And I didn't bring dung bombs. Time to mash. I hate it. Yep, fish, exactly. I don't think Fist Gen has much trample in general for many monsters. For that attack, trample damage isn't about damage during attack. Trample damage is like damage as the monster turns and moves around. No way. Wow, she's so weak. Or I guess trample damage could also be like incidental damage during like an off part, like an off the main part of the hitbox. Like if he was doing the arm push with the rocks, if he got hit with the arm but not the rocks, that could be called trample damage maybe. Which movie are you referencing specifically? Shadow Upon the Tempest. I mean, we were talking about the one where it walks forward doing 2 bites. Yeah, that, I mean, all of Tigrex's attacks since Freeman Knight have been gradually getting more and more soft. Rise is one of the softer incarnations, yeah. And for some of the moves. Not all the moves, but some of the moves, Rise is definitely the softest. Man, that dung bomb, shoot. Good, I'm glad the pin failed. I don't know why it fails so often, but it does. I'm okay with it. The spin killed her. That's funny. It really is great, Hot Pocket. I'm so excited to play through Freeman Knight again someday. My return to Freeman Knight, whenever I do that, is going to be amazing. I can't wait. Like, that game's got some jank, but that game has some diamonds in the rough. Yeah. A lot of monsters' hitboxes on a lot of moves, Hot Pocket, or sorry, not Hot Pocket, Shadow Upon the Tempest, are now too soft, and it is a bummer. A lot of monsters, not just Tigrex. And like, there's a balance somewhere where like you don't want hitboxes always like old games where like they're crazy much bigger and it just looks ridiculous. But you also don't want them too soft. It feels lame when the monster runs past you and like grazes through you with their hitbox and you don't even get a hit. They don't even take a hit. How can you get the most out of a Freeman Knight playthrough? Any tips? It's tough and weird, and there are going to be painful bits. Getting up off the ground at the beginning, like getting like some decent green sharpness weapons and some zenny enough to afford things like potions and getting some of the farm upgraded is pretty painful at first. Just take your time. Don't try and rush it. If you are intimidated by the whole scale of the game, just play through the village. Just worry about playing through the village. The hub has G rank, and it has much higher HP on the hub scaled monsters. There are also some weird things about Freeman Knight, like certain drops just come from hub quests in low and high rank sometimes, which is really odd. But in general, the low and high rank village will give you a really good idea of what that game is like, because the high rank village in Freeman Knight is actually high rank health pools and stagger limits with G rank patterns and moves. So you get to see some of the G rank experience of the game, even without playing all the way through hub and unlocking all the G rank stuff in hub. Also, is that Ryan's guide? Or Capolapis's guide, Fish Kebab? A friend of ours wrote a really good guide for Freeman Knight last year. It's a really good game. Freeman Knight, I don't have a favorite Monster Hunter game, and even if I did, I wouldn't say that Freeman Knight is it. There's just too many awesome experiences across multiple Monster Hunter games to say that, but it really influenced how I enjoy the games and how I think about Monster Hunter in a big way. It was a bit... Okay, get the I'm annoyed with these Gigi. I know I could just kill them, but like, goodness. Incessant. Imagine getting annoyed at Gigi. Imagine KOing Gigi. Yeah, that game changed how I felt about Monster Hunter in a big way. It's also interesting where like I have an overarching belief that I think that Monster Hunter thus far has had 3 main eras with 3 main ideas for how they wanted the games to play. First and second gen were all made with the same idea in mind, building around the same idea, and Freeman Knight is the culmination of that. It's the final iteration on their original idea for what Monster Hunter game design and difficulty should be like. After that, in third gen, there was a new idea, and they've iterated on that through 4 Ultimate and Generations Ultimate, and that's the final iteration on that middle era of like idea of what a Monster Hunter game should be like, and what the mechanics should be like, and what the fights should be like. 5th gen is obviously a pretty clean break for a newer idea of Monster Hunter game design and Monster Hunter, like an idea of what a Monster Hunter game should be like. And it is completely different, and so they're beginning to iterate on it. I'm already really enjoying seeing them iterate on it from World to Rise and see what they think that game design should end up at. So Freeman Knight is kind of the culmination of that early game design, and it's really something special. There are some bits of Monster Hunter 1 and DOS that I feel like I wish were in Freeman Knight, just for the sake of like the experience of the gathering, and I don't know, there's some interesting things about Monster Hunter 1 and DOS about how you have to like claw your way out from nothing to get anything that I kind of wish you were able to experience in Freeman Knight. But Freeman Knight is still a really, as far as combat design goes, Freeman Knight is an amazing culmination of that original Monster Hunter fight design. Well, Freeman Knight doesn't have Y Stone Smarts. That's a pretty easy choice. But yeah, I guess that's kind of my thoughts on Freeman Knight, just on the whole. I think that there's a lot of stuff in that game that's really weird and takes, like, the getting used to the jank of that game takes a long time. And once you do, it's a little easier to stomach, but it takes a while to get used to the jank of that game. It's worthwhile. The design of the fights and the design of like the combat dynamic of how slow-paced everything is and how you really have to learn the monster's moveset so you can know, okay, I have to predict what options the monster might be able to do here, so I know I can't commit to being in front of them or attacking this part of them or using this move right now. That sort of predictive combat is at its culmination in Freeman Knight, and it's so special. I mean, there's some idiot stuff in there too. It's so bad, but I mean, like, it's a really special game overall. I really like it. They're a pretty bad blight on that game, Marts. To a lot of people. Flamboyant Quill, nice. I like Freeman Knight Lowfish. Anyway, sorry to go on such a boomer tangent about Freeman Knight, but it's been a while since I talked about it like that. Oh shoot, no! I sold. Hang on. No, I'm not gonna save scum it. Gosh darn it! I meant to sell some of the good to sell commodities. Aw, that sucks. I sold some of the things I was gonna be trading with. I sold a 3-star and a 4-star commodity. That feels so bad. Youch. I meant to sell like this gold needle and this pittance fang. Ugh. Oh well. I'm not gonna save scum it. We make mistakes, we learn from them. Do I like Shen more than Lao? No. Shen's okay. That's the point of saves? What, to save scum it? Sorry. That hurts you? We'll get some more. Yeah, I slept for a reason, Marth. Alright, I gotta make sure I'm doing those expeditions more often, like at the beginning and end of streams, because we gotta get some more points to our name. We don't have very many points right now. And we also need more commodities, too. We don't have many commodities right now, either. Dude, what a good song. Chisel chin wrist. Ugh, it's weird seeing my jaw be so swollen like that. Feels weird too. All right. Sweet, it's not that much after 3. We're gonna call the stream right there. Like I said, it's really good to be back on Twitch. It's really good, well, I guess not specifically on Twitch. It's really good to just be back streaming Monster Hunter to you guys. I miss it when I can't. So, I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's stream. If it is anyone's first time here and you want to watch more of me slow running this game as we go through super thoroughly, the next couple streams are going to be me collecting a lot of weapons and starting to make some mixed sets at the end of low rank. So far I haven't done any set building or like low rank sets, low rank mix sets, but I think we're going to make a definitive low rank mixed set for each of the types of weapons. Not like 14 or 11. 12? 12? Yeah, not for any of the, not for each of the 12 weapons, but for like a Blade Master, maybe a Greatsword, Guard, Gun, Bow. We're gonna make some mix sets that we can start high rank with and use for a little while into high rank. Thank you, Hot Pocket. I'll probably watch it tonight or tomorrow at work. All right. Yeah, if you want to watch some more of us slow running this game, feel free to stick around, leave a follow so you can see when we're live. We do have a Discord and a YouTube and a Twitter you can check out in the chat there. I really need to catch up on the YouTube. I've been slacking hardcore for like over a month now on the VODs. Just a lot going on. I'm gonna try and catch up on that. Thank you, Stream Elements, for the second Twitter link. All right, I hope you guys have a nice night. I guess the last thing we're gonna do here is we're gonna see who else is streaming Monster Hunter. We're gonna give somebody a raid here. So let me take a look at who's on, who's streaming what. I'm sorry, Game God, hi. Rest helps me heal. I do need to go get some rest. Yeah. I have work tomorrow. My jaw is doing good. I think I'll be okay. For now. Get some good sleep. Thank you. I'll try. Anybody else streaming 3U? Nope, just us. All right, in that case, we're going to raid our friend Shmo Monhun. Shmo Monhun is playing 4 Ultimate, and they're playing a Gunlance only playthrough. So if you like Gunlance or 4U or just single weapon playthroughs, feel free and stick around and check out Shmo Monhun's stream. I will be back tomorrow with some more Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, and we'll start collecting some things up and thinking about sets. Happy we finished low rank tonight. We're finally making good progress. All right. Good night, everybody. I hope you guys have a good one. Enjoy Shmo's stream. Happy hunting if you're going to play Monster Hunter. And until next time, cheers. See you next time.